I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, because I went on the stream. Yeah. I also heard it on my end, so. Yeah. Just so I can see the questions. No one did. I like how my audio's coming through the stream, by the way. So they can hear me.
I know. It's no big deal. This is chill mornings, dude.
Yeah. 11 folk already, damn.
I know.
No, all these no life all these no life trolls.
Oh, just sitting in here, mentally ill in the mornings. It's got to be rough. Yeah, he's on mic. I'm on mic too. I just muted myself because I was coughing a lung out.
So all those drugs you've been taking.
Oh, of course. Kept me corona free. Oh,
the mic's on one time? Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So we all know there's a subject we're not talking about today. So we'll just leave it at that.
Oh, is that the panelly we're not allowed to talk to?
Oh, no. We'll talk about that. I mean, other stuff happening to tractors and things like that. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
A certain someone.
Yeah, some kind of dickhead. Must be pretty low.
Name's Jax Raptor. I mean, did Jay Hale ever fucking give him money last night? Did Jay Hale ever give a tweet? Some piggy money? No, because that's a shame. Because you can see how concerned Dark was, wasn't it? When he was like, "Oh, I don't know where Jay Hale went." You know, He said he was gonna tip. He's got. I hope he's all right. Just never tipped. It's like fucking hell. How pathetic.
Just your volume. Blowing everybody away. There you go. Should be better. Oh.
Yeah, and Lee in the chat.
What's up?
The man with all the clips he gets.
Glad you caught that blackjack clip. Holy crap! Was that the mask was slipping, man?
He was so excited about that. It's like a 20-minute video, and he barely got what he needed by the end of it.
I'm telling you, he was. That was the most excited I've seen him be since Gotcha Pulls.
I can't believe he's that fucking retarded that he was like, oh wait, why is there 3 8s? That shouldn't happen. What?
That was my
because
I was like, what?
You know, has he never been to a casino, right? No. When they have a round, it's either between 4 to 6 people around a dealer. The dealer's going to do 2 cards each. So think of it, right? A 52 card pickup, right? 52 cards. You get 6 people at the table. There's 12 cards gone. Then you get 2 for the dealer. That's 14.
Fast.
That's 14 cards. And then people who are good at counting cards can count cards. That's why they have like 4 to 6 decks in fucking math
I've
machine.
seen up to 8.
Exactly. So it depends on the casino, but it's like, you know, that's why, because then you can have like 4 people with 8s and stuff. For you know, that's how you get like a lot of people with blackjack or aces, because they have like 8 decks in the fucking thing. Because that way people can't count cards when they. I mean, it's not just for it's like for Texas Hold'em as well.
I mean, can
same thing with
count cards? Sure you could.
If it was 52,
but it's a lot like fucking harder with 8 decks.
8. Exactly.
It like melted his brain. Decks. I wonder if that happens when he gets gotcha pulls too. He's like, what? This card isn't even in the pool. Just
no, angry. Because it fucking tells him about it though. That's the thing though. Like, it literally has a visual fucking aid. So.
God, he's so funny.
That's why. I found that fucking great. I was like, are you kidding me? What? Why is there 3 8s? There should be 3 red 8s. Oh my god. I think it was a bit of both, Sarah. To be honest. He was so excited.
Well, he's always loved gambling. He's loved gambling for a long time. But gotcha is just so easy to do. You know, it's the single button press.
So,
what's up, everybody? Good morning. Just screwing stuff up, trying to. There we go. There we go. That's better. I gotta just press a button. And we're good to go. Okay,
the DSP's gonna push like 9 fucking buttons.
Right.
Oh, your face is covered by the chat. Oh no.
I know, I gotta move it.
You gotta shrink them down.
I will. Get out here, chat. Shrink it down just a tad. There you go. There we go. Let's go find Wardog Leader. Where are you, buddy?
I have like the best fucking Discord icon right now. It's great. I actually got someone to in one of the servers I meant to make one because everyone was using the damn thing. So I was like, I want one. So I got my own one made.
Well,
because everyone was using that was it Pandora or some fucking thing? So
yeah, Pandora's pretty good. I'm a big fan of Spotify.
No, it was the character's name. Like, I think that's what they're called. You know, because it's my Discord icon. Chat will know what it is when you get on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to get it to pop up, and it's like the window capture's there, but for some reason, OBS just doesn't want to play along today. Let's see.
OBS just shit in the bed.
Yeah, it's confused. It happens. It wants to capture chat, but it doesn't want to capture your window anymore. That's weird. I don't know why that ever happens. I know LSB gets hit by that one too. He gets hit by it, and he's just like, well, I don't know. It won't even pop it up now. Weird. Let me just.
Always take issues with OBS.
Yeah, OBS. is always a fight. That's for sure. Bronx Beats, I don't think you're entirely wrong there. That's for sure.
Oh, I gotta make it into a live chat, not the top chat push.
Yeah, it doesn't like I can get it to capture other stuff, but it won't capture your window.
I can just send you the pictures. You want to just do it that way?
Yes, it's in
just take the picture. Fuck it. I gotta find it though.
Right? Yeah. No worries.
Let me go and find it. I gotta, because it's one I have on my Discord. So. But it could just be Discord being fucking weird. You know.
Yeah. I think it's on my end on OBS.
So okay. I just tried to make sure I do what it was.
I'm a professional streamer, right?
Yeah. Of course you are.
Mm-hmm. With my automated.
That's why you have a green screen
leaderboards and my green screen and stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. We're having a chill morning with Wardog Leader. We're getting set up
Pretty
here.
Sure that's it.
Letting people scurry on in. Right, get ready. Oh, there it is.
Let me just check. Is that it? I have to make sure it's the right one I'm currently using. So.
Yeah, it is. Grab it.
At least it won't be that horrible circle.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like to use it because then it lights up whenever you talk.
Yeah.
But that's for another day. That's for another day.
The hell is this one? I know it's that one.
Street Fighter was extra boring last night. I made it through like 3 beers. It was funny. There he is.
Hell, I went through 2 in his COD stream before I got to the, you know.
Yeah.
Before I went to bed, so.
Yeah, he wasn't really going off. He was just floating in the same lobbies, just beating up scrubs.
Oh, if you want, by the way, you could put like a wee text part underneath to put my name so people know who the fuck it is. Because I just see this random. So fucked.
Why do you have all these good ideas, man? Like,
I don't know, because it's fucking common sense, maybe because I'm still awake. Maybe because I'm more awake than you are. Probably why.
Well, I did just like wake up.
Yeah, because I remember like I remember LSP saying like I'm just gonna start drinking because, you know.
Well, yeah,
because nothing's happening.
Half the chat was sitting there doing the same stuff. It was like, well, this is boring. So we're just gonna drink.
That's because it's what he does though. He does the fucking. Well, let me just sit in this one lobby where I can stomp fucking, you know, these players and then just leave. Fuck me, I'm like massive. Yes, I take all the chat.
All of the chat. You are now the chat. You know,
I'm the chat's overlord.
Isn't it amazing how difficult this is? Like look at done.
I know.
Ta-da, we did it.
Look, shit. Oh.
Wow.
Shit, it's done. Look at that. Damn.
I mean,
DSP can't even fucking do a bloody screen overlay.
Right.
Fuck's sake. I had to get folk to do it for him.
This is funny. Well, I guess let me grab chat so I can see chat. But this morning it's all about you guys talking. I'm playing the third wheel in the host to this, but you guys wanted to ask Wardog Leader some questions, and he agreed. Were you smoking my stuff when you agreed to this?
Nah, I was already fucked up anyway. It's like 9 o'clock. It was like what time was it? We just said it was something like.
Yeah, it was definitely. But it had to be a little later.
No,
right?
no, it was a bit like 8 o'clock or something like that, my time at night. So I was like, fuck it, why not?
Seems about right. That's good stuff. No Sunday morning cooking stream. I think I'm gonna do some other stuff on Sunday. Run around town, things like that.
Oh, see, this is how like not awake you are. He said Saturday morning, not Sunday morning. Then he's messaged there saying, it's alright. It's alright, chat. I'll go. You can't read for shit.
I can't read. I haven't had my wake and bake. I'm sorry, and I didn't get enough drinking last night. Plus,
no one did.
Plus, I'm a professional.
Fucking Alcoholic Anonymous. He was basically doing a fucking AA meeting for everyone to play the drinking game. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Everyone was just fucking like, nope, no drinking tonight. Oh, okay then.
But yeah, this is between you guys. So you, chat, you're gonna ask Wardog Leader some questions, and maybe I'll fill in some lore gaps and things like that. But otherwise, I'm gonna enjoy my nice green tea and get my morning started. Kind of wake up and come to my senses. Maybe we all know that won't happen.
Playing fucking. Was he playing today? Cyberpunk and then fucking what was it? Assassin's Creed.
Yep. I think I might skip both. I might go back up for Assassin's Creed. Haven't decided yet. Just depends on how productive I become.
Fucking no one's restreaming right now because no one can do it. Because I think Raw's still doing it.
Yeah.
I think Raw can do it.
Oh, that's up to you.
I mean, and like, there's literally no one else because DDM's still in purgatory.
Yeah.
So he's in fucking purgatory. I don't even know if he's got the 10-day thing yet, but he was fighting it. And apparently, from what he told me in DMs, it was a stream that was on the 17th of December, and it was from fucking Sony. It was from Sony Columbia. But the timeline of the stream doesn't match, and the one that was claimed doesn't. He doesn't understand it. And of course, it's fucking YouTube, so they don't give you shit. Like, oh, hey, you've been claimed.
Very
Why?
stingy.
Just cause you've been claimed. Oh, okay.
And they won't even let you mute it either. They won't let you mute your segment or remove it. It's
just like Twitch either do it themselves where they mute a certain part of the stream. Like see on a VOD, it's like red. That's where the whole audio goes quiet. But other than that, it's but YouTube just fucking delete you. So, and then Raw was having issues. I think 2 days ago, he was having net issues or something. The streamers wouldn't work. Streaming was fucking great with the wee dancing puddings. Medica used to watch. Medica used to watch. What was it called? Oh fuck! It was like something Proton, wasn't it? I can't remember how it was called. Chat, remember? But I'm like, that's right, Photon. Just watched the series on stream. Just us in gym. It was fucking amazing.
Right? I don't
it was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, it was like 80s cringe.
Ugh.
Oh, I've been following it since the fucking day I became a retractor. I mean, this is how long I've been fucking doing it for. Was it 3 years now? Yeah, it's been 3 years since my brother passed, so yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
So I don't even know who's doing the night stream. I mean,
if anybody does the night stream, I'll take it over.
I mean, Assassin's Creed usually pretty funny.
It's funny because of how bad he is at it, and he runs the OP shit, and then he has to walk around and get frustrated, and it's
and complain about it. I can't get down there.
So
what caused Excalibur? Let me guess. Sorry, no, that's in a harsh. Let me tell you. It was about the time DSP. I'm put this in quotation marks. He faked. Being on his own, because we all know after the lore, we all knew that was a load of shit. This is when he was saying, "Oh, Leanna's left. She's at the house now. I'm all alone. I got to cook my own meals and stuff." And he was acting so depressed, which we all know he's a bullshit artist, which is that's cult behavior, if you ask me.
Yeah, he was the king of depression. He was wearing his sweaters in the winter because he couldn't turn on the heat. And then it went to him being lonely and sad and had to do laundry on his own and having to figure out how to do laundry.
It's not fucking difficult. And then, so I had just lost my brother by that point. It was something like a week had gone. And I was like, hey, look, I'm having this happen. And, I'm the same one that was in Cogstream. And, so I was saying, look, you can have noodles, you can have cheese and toast, scrambled egg and toast. Yeah. Trying to be you know, I can't have a good person to go, oh, this is happening. So DSP and his, I don't know, his retarded wisdom decided to jump on me, call me out to the point where this got the attention of, I think, every detractor on the planet, because everyone was on this.
Got my attention, that's for sure.
Tevin did a video on it, because what happened was DSP the next day tried to double down on me and say like, oh, you said this and that, it was all inflammatory and stuff. And the thing as well was, unfortunately for DSP, everyone, all the detractors around the globe who were following this stuff instantly went to Pastebin and grabbed the chat, and they grabbed it from when I spoke to when I was banned, and they went through it, and no one was saying shit to me.
No,
there was one person. I think it was like this guy called Jon Snow. Don't know if he's still around or not. He's changed his name, whatever. It was just one person that talked shit. Everyone else in DSP's chat was like, said, oh, I can do something like that. DSP did shit on me. Tevin did a video on it. You can find that on, if you just type in my name, you'll find videos from like Tevin.
GTG made a video on it.
Yeah, I did a thing with TXT. And I think, I'm not sure, I think LSB might have covered it at some point. But then I get messaged by someone in, it was a place called, what was it called again? Because I actually changed the name. That it was like Freedom Chat. Was it Freedom Chat?
Yeah, Freedom Chat.
No one's there anymore. Like, I fucking missed that place. It was great fun. I used to just watch random videos and stuff. It was great. No one's there anymore. And I became a detractor at that point. And then, essentially that was it. I just kind of was like, oh, fuck him then. And then I found LSB, I found Tevin, found Proper, I found Mr. Huff, David Davison, I just found everyone. And after that, it's been like laughing at me because I think it's funny as fuck. You know? So, I did do a wee interview, I think, with TXT not long after it. But like, yeah, so I've been following it around. I don't actually like DSP anymore because he's such a scumbag, to be honest. So
I mean, it's pretty obvious he's pretty scummy. I mean, look at last night when he shows up and he goes, yeah, did you tip me? Did you tip me, Jax? Oh, you didn't? Well, it'd be nice if you did. And then all of a sudden, $100 rolls in. What?
Yeah, that was that Jack Raxor guy.
Yeah, that dude's been tipping on Friday nights though.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like a 51. You can always tell which ones it is though, you know. And I thought it was funny how he kept questioning where Jay Hale had gone.
Well, you want something?
He's like, oh, I unbanned him, and they were like, oh, I hope he's all right. So you know. It was the same shit, different day. So then after that, it was actually more fun being around the detractors than listening to him. So, because you know, Tevin's streams are always great fun to watch. So, the LSBs were great. So he actually got me into Fire Emblem, LSB.
Oh yeah.
I'd played the one for the DS, but he's playing the one for the Switch. So, yeah, this fucking the whole fight you had to email him as well. It's like fucking pathetic. You have to email me an apology. Fuck, here's an apology. Suck my dick. It's your apology. I mean, I don't know what's happening with Bronx, by the way, but I think he may have an episode in chat.
I don't know.
I don't know.
He's doing
He's just been screaming.
That's fine. He can do his thing. I'm not gonna bug him.
I think it's just funny.
I mean, I don't mind Tevin. And, I don't know if I feel like talking to PPP, to be honest.
Were you supposed to be doing the thing with GTG at some point as well?
I was trying to. I haven't heard from him in a while though. Yeah. I think he was pretty busy with the Snortsmiths and all that kind of stuff. And then he, he kind of faded a little bit on Twitter. So I'm waiting for him to come back. I'm sure he'll come back anytime soon. But he's still active on YouTube, so that's always a nice thing. But yeah, waiting to talk to him, waiting to talk to Mighty D as well.
Yeah, where is that fucking English prick? Coming here, telling me that last time. England's better, yeah, right. We'll see. We'll see who's actually here.
Oh, he's checking.
I'm not checking. I'm just waiting to see what he plays.
Mighty D, are you here? Did you tip me $5?
Fucking bear tipped me $5.
That is by far like the cringiest thing he's been doing.
I know.
It's terrible.
No, it's actually the cringiest thing he's been doing is that whole no shit. It's like, hold on, wait, let me. I like it's even cringier when he's gonna set it up. Like, you know how he does it sometimes where it's a small camera and he's gonna enlarge it and then zoom in, and then click off it to then click back into it. It's like that's. I mean, I think he did it during that Scratch Nutty Adventure, where you just see him sat there, and he just fucking made the screen up like.
Oh, when he stretched it all out.
It's like because one stretched out, and he had to do it, and then he was like, "Wait, hold on, I'm not doing anything." Wait, and then, he just zoomed it all in to right size, clicked back to his old overlay,
right,
when he was playing the game on, and then went, "Oh, click no," and it's like, how is that even funny? That's just retarded.
No, that's the thing. And he has this thing where if he finds it funny for the first time, he will beat it to death. He'll just try to run it into the ground over and over and over again.
I wanted to take that fucking soundboard thing and shove it up his ass, because every time someone outdid someone for the year, it's like, oh, look, such and such is the top tipper of the year. Play the fucking sound, or the top cheerer now. Every fucking type chat, I could see fucking your chat was wanting to fucking end themselves.
Oh yeah, that was terrible.
It was fucking ridiculous.
He was like, "Oh, it's $21 top cheer of 2021," and he hit the fucking button. I was like, "All right, shit."
I wanted to just reach through the screen, grab it, and just fucking shove it in his throat. Like, fuck off with that. Like, he talks about how he's not this gimmick fucking streamer that all these other ones are, yet he does the fucking same shit. It's just like, it's so bad. And he's like about how, oh, no one does these videos or things where you can find out what the streamer uses. Anyone who's here right now, I want you to go to Tim the Tatman. Right, go to Tim the Tatman's channel on Twitch.
He's chilling.
And it's either in his fucking description right underneath it where all these tag stuff are, or if you type in, I think it's like stats or something like that, or equipment, and he's hashed and like exclamation point stats or whatever, it will list what he uses. It will list fucking everything, his mic, his setup, all that. But apparently that doesn't exist. No one does it on the internet. No one does it. If DSP, again, debunked DSP, you've been debunked by me, of all people. Because if you go and you look around, Cool Carnage, Maximilian, as Excalibur said in chat, I think Dr. Lupo does it. I think even Dr. Disrespect does it. It's not fucking difficult. Usually these big streamers, because sometimes their chat moves so fast, they have command in their chat, or they have it underneath their chat, like where all their little buttons are.
For their setups,
they'll say equipment.
Yeah.
They'll like setup, like what I use for my setup or what equipment I use. And if you find it difficult to see chats and things on Twitch, go and download Franker Face Z, and in that there's a setting where you can pause the chat where you hover over it, and you can pause, and I think I got it set to something like 30 seconds. So when you go over Twitch chat, like just put your mouse over it, it will actually freeze it in place. Because I know sometimes to go for like read through Tim. Yeah, it's like sometimes like Tim will post a link to a song and I want to grab it, but then chat's moving so fast it's a pain in the ass to get it with a trackpad on a laptop. But with Franker Face Z, I just scroll over the chat, it freezes it in place. I can click the link, and then when I move off the chat, or if 30 seconds have passed, the chat will then jump back to the present and keep moving. It's such a godsend that, when I want to just hold chat in place for a second. Yeah, and the whole fucking thing about the detailed, that's literally what they do. You know,
they handhold them through everything. If you're there last night, Kat was handholding him, right? Through Yakuza.
Was she? I didn't know she was there.
No, he was talking to her behind the scenes, and Kat was like, "Oh no, you got to go get this ring and sell the ring," and he's like, "Yeah, she told me this because she looked it up." I was like,
"Yeah." So I've gone to Tim's stream right now. Let's see if we can find it here.
No, I don't think he's got it on. Daddy Jim did die of cancer yet.
No, Jim's still around, by the way. He's on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's
still floating
he's
there
on,
watching
I think
anime.
it's what the hell is he called? Let me see if I can get it. I think it's, I need to see my timeline updates. I believe he's like, fuck.
I mean, if you don't know,
I did see him somewhere.
You're not in the cool kids club.
No, because I got him some. I do have him followed. This guy, I don't have him.
Yeah, I have him followed as well.
Because he was on my thing somewhere. I was gonna try and find it on my timeline. But he is there. I'm trying to have a wee look while I'm talking. Because he just posts sometimes. But he's not on his Medicare thing anymore, he's on this other one.
Yeah,
where he
it was weird, right? Chance, when Kat showed up and, you know, she was doing videos on YouTube and streaming and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, nope, that had to stop. As soon as she showed up at the Snort Fort, it was done. It was done. It's really weird when that happens too, because it would have been fine if she would have kept streaming. Nobody would have cared.
It doesn't watch you good, to be honest.
She probably would have had to deal with trolls, but that's about it.
But I mean, like, she was the one that literally was sat looking at chat all that time.
Oh, during the
Halloween was on that Halloween one.
Yeah.
So, goddamn, what the fuck is Medicare? I'm fucking scrolling through and I just keep finding everyone else but Jim's fucking tweets.
He's out there though.
Yeah, he's out here. I just can't remember his fucking channel name.
That's a good question, Barbara. That's interesting. There you go. I mean,
I think I just control by now.
What did he make?
What did he say? Wait, where's Barbara? No, because he's got that fucking pig luck, I think. That's what LSV was saying. Is that, or maybe you actually, it's like you may get the house taken off and then that be it.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what'll happen with Mid first. But he's going to get into more tax trouble, probably. Because once again, he was into the 6 figures for income. For 2020, yeah. 6 figures again. Just, it's gone. Disappeared. Wonder where it leads.
We all know where it goes, because it's fucking been proven that it goes there. So, I mean, hell, fucking TJ Gamebox had to delete a tweet because he said he got 2. And then had to fucking retweet again saying he's got actually 3. It's not 2 of them he's got. Yeah, you got 3 new wrestlers apparently.
Yeah, Kat's YouTube channel's still out there. You can still go look at it.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I'm scrolling. I'm thinking, like, when am I? I'm on the 31st of December, so I haven't found them yet.
You should have found them. He's already tweeted.
Yeah. Not but the 31st.
How's somebody that lucky? I really don't know. Phil gets out of a lot of weird stuff, but then he just runs himself over.
Oh, here he is. Fucking found him. Jesus Christ.
It's amazing.
Holy shit. Yeah, so Medicare's new Twitter is the Quarantined Coof, as it's called.
Oh, okay.
I'll post it in chat.
Perfect. Go for it.
So, and let me just put this guy in timeout because he's being a bit weird.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can say whatever you want. I don't give a shit, but
yeah, I know. But let's just fucking. He's been doing that for the last 10 minutes. It's getting boring. But yeah, so Quarantine Coof is Medicare's current Twitter name. That's when he had that as a backup on. Well, he's had it since 2016.
Yeah, he's had it for a while.
So this is what he's been sitting on at the moment. And he posts randomly. He's still around. He was talking about his someone's asking about his illness and stuff like that. So, but yeah, he's still there. Still, I don't know. I don't know if he streams anymore or does videos. Like I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I
But
haven't seen a stream or a
his
video
day with
in a
Jade.
while. So maybe,
I mean, he's still there.
just punked her down.
I've just been laughing at Ralph and the shit he's been getting up to.
Oh,
So
I haven't watched any of that. It's just a fucking dumpster fire from anything I've read or seen or been told. It's crazy.
He gets I think it's Drummer 38 or something like that does a lot of videos on him. So
Yeah. There's a couple ways to keep tabs on the gun. That's for sure. See what he's up to. I just don't feel like investing that much time into it. I'd just rather watch it and just be entertained.
Uncle Andy, he already has gambled in real life. He said it countless times. And also the fact that he gambles in the fact that he'll go and buy stuff that he doesn't need and then complains about the fact he has no money. You know, he gambled about moving to Seattle. It didn't work. So
I mean that's true. He picked a bad time to move too. Right in the middle of his negotiations with Machinima to lower his income. He's like, I'm moving still.
I mean, I should complain about how, yeah, I can't just, you get really mad at that person that talked about the green screen. He got ass mad on that guy.
Oh, where they told him he could use like green poster board or whatever?
Yeah, he got fucking ass mad, like holy shit.
And then lied about the foam on the wall. It's glued on, it can't come off. I remember Jasper just bumping it and it falling off.
Yeah, that's what Bill was saying last night.
I mean, good job telling that lie, Phil. I don't know what's up with that.
I mean, here's the thing though. He can't get plastic like thingy board, right? I mean, you don't even need that. You can just get one of the. Did you get it late and nice?
Okay.
Because you could just get like a green sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the one that like you have that you knocked over twice.
Yeah.
Why can't you just get that and put it behind the couch? That's where he's going to put it anyway. He's going to put that behind the couch.
That's what I got going on. You know, that whole setup right there that I nearly destroyed twice it's about $100. Amazon, 2 days, shows up at your door.
And I know you want to get more stuff because you want to do some other scenes and stuff, you know.
Yeah, and
so,
that's gonna come up. That's for sure.
Because I'm sure we're there. Because that's what we were talking about before Christmas stuff. You want to do some extra stuff, scene wise, and obviously that circle's good, but then you can't really do too much with it because it's a circle. It's like it's an oval. But if you get like an actual full green sheet, then you get more space to work with, you know.
No, he would have to like put that sheeting all over his wall to actually have any kind of sound dampening. It would have to be all over that wall, top to bottom.
If you go and look at a guy called Russian Badger, he does obviously he does some fucking amazing funny videos. You'll suddenly see his camera because he puts it in the video. You see, he's got like in his back wall, it's just a massive fucking wall of soundboard of this foam stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
is it the green stuff? Because they do have green ones out there.
No, it's just like this one that Dave's got on his wall, but it's like pretty much a full half wall. I think it is of just that stuff. I mean, Tim hasn't got it on his one, but Tim's got like a fucking amazing microphone and stuff. So, I mean, again, Tim the Tap Man does what DSP does in a way where he talks chat, but the difference is, so he talks chat with the camera on. He'll sit and he'll chat with them for a while, like an hour or two, and interacts with them face to face. You know, and he had Kevin, we still got Kevin, the penguin, and it's like it's Noah's night and day. You know? Yeah,
I mean,
it's so weird.
But Phil pulls in quite a bit of money. It's roughly about $10K a month, give or take.
Tim pulls that in probably an hour. Like, Tim fucking makes money. You know what I mean? If you want to sit there and calculate how much Tim makes, It's insane.
How much do you think he makes an hour, roughly? An hour.
Tim?
Yeah.
Are we taking like all these tips and then doing it by like how long it streams for, or are we just kind of guessing?
Just a rough guess.
A rough guess for Tim? Probably... I would say... Because I'm trying to think how long he streams for. I'm trying to think how long he gets, how long the money comes in. Probably about 600 plus, if probably more, maybe more than that. Depends, because he gets a lot of money, like Tim. So 600 an hour, maybe. Okay. I'm just go 600 plus. And that's the guy doesn't do. I mean, if you ever watch when we stream, if you want to just watch tour pre-stream, go watch Tim the Tamas tour pre-stream, where he just sits and talks to chat on camera, and it's always fucking hilarious. He'll then go and play COD Warzone, or he'll play Valorant for a while.
Oh, nice.
Sometimes he does WoW. So it's the guy just does those games, one that he likes. But of course, that's a gimmick to DSP. You can't do that. You got to play games. You got to play all the new titles. Whereas Tim's still playing Warzone and making a fuckload of money. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought. A15, that a Twitch partner could only game on Twitch, but then they can't game on any other platform because they're just void your contract. And that's why any emergency stream DSP's had, it's always been just the full sitting on the couch and begging for money at that point.
Yeah. It's just I don't get why these teams think you shouldn't know those streamers, because Tim also does the NFL games, So
he's doing more than just Thursday nights, right?
No, he only does. Well, I think he did a Saturday night game once. I think it really depends when the NFL tell him to do it. Can I ever say, like, can you do this game? But he just did one with he did one of the games with Ezekiel Elliott, who's a Cowboy player. Because obviously Tim supports Dallas Cowboys.
That was super fun.
And he did it's a fucking shit show in that NFC least, as everyone calls it. Because the winner, the person going to go to the Super Bowl or the playoffs, are going to have a losing season, a losing record.
Oof, that doesn't happen too often.
I mean, I think they're all 6-10. Most of them are, and there's like one game left, so they're going to go to like 7-10. I mean, one else. Like, I know the Chiefs are 13-1. The Dolphins are sitting there in playoff at 10-5. You know what I mean? There's 4 teams in the AFC who are trying to get into the last 3 slots, and they all have 10-5. It's like,
wow.
Yeah. If you look at the NFC, there's not any team kind of with that. It's ridiculous. Patriots funny as fuck, by the way. I think it's great. Tom Brady left, and then he gets into the playoffs. The first Buccaneers haven't been in the playoffs. Oh, they 14-1? Okay. Because it's a 16-game season, and then it's but yeah, the Buccaneers haven't been in the playoffs for years. Brady goes there for his first year, gets in the playoffs. Same year, the Patriots don't get the playoffs.
I don't know, man. This year's been weird for sports.
Hey, Ryan, if that is true, because remember the Steelers have benched fucking Big Ben.
Oh, did they?
And we need... Yeah, they benched because they're in the playoffs.
They're saving them, right?
Player. But here's the thing. Where the Dolphins sitting right now, we've got the Dolphins, the Ravens, the Browns, and the Colts all vying for this last 3 places. The ones that are out now, the Indianapolis Colts are out right now. The Ravens have got, I think it's like a really easy team. The Browns play the Steelers, and the Colts play the Jaguars. Oh, sorry, the Ravens play the Bengals. We play the Buffalo Bills. Now, hopefully they bench Allen, because we were going to, in the Raiders game, we had Fitzmagic, or Ryan Fitzpatrick, who came in the game 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter and won us the game. He's positive for COVID, so he's out. So we don't have him as a backup quarterback. We got Tua Tagovailoa, who hasn't been firing. He fired really well against the Cardinals in week 8. Hasn't been firing since. He's been benched twice. During the Broncos game where Ryan nearly brought us back, and during the Raiders game where Ryan brought us back and won. So the Bills right now are sitting 2 seed because they beat the Steelers. The Steelers have benched their Big Ben and most of their veteran players. So we're hoping for Dolphins. We're hoping the Bills will bench Allen and some of the players because then we will win. And that way we'll get in, because what happens is if we lose, Dolphins lose, we're sitting 5th seed. If we lose, we need either the Ravens, the Browns, or the Colts to lose. If the Colts win and the Ravens win and the Browns win, we're out. And it's going to suck because we'll have a 10-6 record and be out.
Oof.
So
that's a rough one.
I was like, okay, well, so the Colts and the Jaguars and the Ravens games, they have like 2 easy teams. Colts have got the Jaguars, and who are 1-50, who are 1-14 right now, and the Ravens have the Bengals. Now the Bengals did just beat the Steelers, so there's hope. But again, it's 2 easy teams, and it's the fucking Ravens. The Browns, we thought, cool, they're gonna go against fucking Big Ben and the Steelers. The problem is, they fucking benched Big Ben. I'm like, oh my fucking god, because I thought if the Steelers beat the Browns, no matter what happens to the Dolphins, are in. That's it, because we're in, because we just have a better record. So it's just
a lot of people are out with COVID.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the place kicker.
Yikes.
It doesn't matter about the place kicker. They got fucking Lamar Jackson. Who gives a shit about the place kicker? Lamar Jackson is the one that fucking wins them the games. It's like we fucking lost Ryan Fitzpatrick, who was like literally the one who came in at 9 minutes to the end and had 12 seconds to go. By the way, we were 12 seconds to go, down by 2 points, and fucking Ryan Fitzpatrick gets his helmet snapped around. You've probably seen it all over the internet. He gets his helmet grabbed by a Raider by the face mask. His helmet gets twisted where he can't see. The guy turns his head because obviously he's pulling his head round. Ryan still has the football and fucking launches it. Manages to find it. So he knew the guy was going there. That's the play. He knew he was there. He couldn't see. Fucking Yeet just launched it. Guy caught it and fell out of bounds. 15-yard penalty for the face mask.
Right.
In field goal range. Won the game. And with 12 seconds to go. But it was because Fitzpatrick was on the fucking board. Because when we were down 2 touchdowns. When Fitzpatrick came on the tee on the pitch. We fucking got 2 touchdowns and we had to get field goal to won the game. So we put out the Raiders from playoff contention and we put out the Patriots because we beat them as well. But then it fucking turns out, yesterday I checked the fucking NFL, Fitzpatrick's got COVID. Fucking great. So Tonga Bailoa now has to fucking step up. He needs to step up of all fucking games. He needs to do it now. If we beat the Bills, we're in. Doesn't matter what happens, we're in. Who cares? If we don't, we need to hope to fuck that one of the other teams lose. Or we're fucked.
That's always a rough spot in sports when you're sitting there and you're on the edge of a playoff berth and you're like, come on, and you just gotta depend on other teams to finish out.
Like, look, even if we don't make it, right, the Dolphins last season had a 5-11 record. Last season we were shit. This season we've got a 10-5 record at the moment. That's a massive turnaround.
Yeah,
massive turnaround.
That's pretty good change.
It is, and you know, Frank Gore, who was one of our best players last year, he went to the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets were fucking trash.
I expect him to retire as a Niner, to be honest.
He's not even. I don't know, because he's still with the Jets right now. So
yeah, but I expect him to go back to the Niners whenever he's a free agent.
He could come back to us, to be honest. Make him back to us. But the funny thing as well though is that everyone had the Jets, right? They've got this many points on that. We played the Jets twice because you play everyone in your conference twice. We held the Jets to 3 points in both games. One game we shut them out, and the other game they only got a field goal. That's pretty fucking good because our defense as well has always had a turnover in every game we played. for whatever reason, we have come up with a turnover. We're currently on, I think, a 21 game streak.
That's pretty good.
We're the only one. We're the only one in the NFL to do it. You know, at the moment we have a record going right now. So, yeah,
college football was going off. What else was going off lately? I know hockey's getting back together, which is gonna be weird.
We need to.
But
we need to, you know.
I mean,
get another quarterback, because Tagovailoa, he has these games, but it doesn't work, and then we get Fitzpatrick come back in. We may have to get another quarterback, but all I'm hoping for is, I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to win.
They'll win it again.
Oh yeah, they're 14-1. Yeah, they're 14-1. They bench. They're not playing Mahomes and most of the veterans in this game of the week at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm having trouble too with the post. That's for sure. The postal service is trash. A lot of stuff. What do you think is going to be the first thing to kind of come back to a little bit back to normal? Do you think it's going to be like live events, concerts, things like that, or
I think it's the sports, because I think it's going to be the sport you go to it. So,
what are you looking forward most to back, Corona free?
I'm looking forward to get back into my Warhammer 40,000 again, playing with my mates, rolling dice, because I've not played since March before it shut down last year. So it's been nearly a year going on before I'll play it again.
You and I were talking about this. I mean, you're showing me some of the models and things like that. You're super into it, right? You paint everything up. Do you do battle damage to certain ones and things like that? Are you into that kind of stuff? I thought about it.
I usually what I do is I have this. It's called it's not, I can't remember the fucking name of the color now. It's like Line Breaker, I think it is. It's a silver. I think it's on the desk here. Iron Breaker, yeah. So I get Iron Breaker on a brush and I dry brush it. Basically what it means is I put it on a brush and then use a bit of kitchen roll and rub most of it off. Mm-hmm. And then I just go all over the model. That's a bit because I don't really look to do only a wee bit there, only a bit there. I just go all over the model. And it gives it that kind of, shine to it, so yeah.
And so, what, you used to go down to just your local hobby store and just play with a bunch of mates and stuff, or would you go over how does that work? Because it does have a pretty big table, right, to be played on?
No, not really. The biggest table was I think it's 48 inches. Because usually what it is it's 4 tiles, essentially put together. Each tile is 24 inches, so it's 48 both ways. Okay. And most weapons in the game will reach one side to the other. Apocalypse games are usually, because what happens is the store manager has got he's got one table near the door, which can be made into just one big table, and he's got another one. So he's got 2 of them. There's a gap in between them both. But usually in the big games, he's got this bit of board or wood, and he'll put it across the 2 tables, and that can be used for another one. So when we have big games on a Saturday, we'll have a big massive table. I used to do them because it was fun, but then the problem was though, it was so many people in there, and you only had a certain amount of time. It wasn't even that fun anymore. It was you know what, I'm going down here to literally do nothing. So I just stopped going on Saturdays. To be honest, I was nah, whatever. So
it happens. You got any plans on the new year? Any resolutions, things like that?
Just really paint my models more. Get them done, because I was talking to one of the guys on my Facebook group. Because I'm not using them, there's no point to paint them. So they're just sitting here. But I do need to get back into it. So Warhammer 40,000. I don't play the AOS version, Shybot. I play the Futuristic version. So I run. I have like a few armors. I run Space Marines as my Black Templar chapter. I have a Tau army that needs to actually start, but I need to finish my Marines first. They're going to be the Farsight Enclave cast. I have a fuckload of Imperial Knights to just run them. And I have an AdMech force, but I'm kind of just... I might play them, I might just sell them off, but I need to finish one before I start other, but then as with Games Workshop, they keep bringing out new shit, and I'm like, oh great, I need this now for my army, so it's a pain. It's a money hole, but... Oh,
plastic crack is pretty addictive. I know a lot of
it
people
is,
get
especially
into that
when you
kind
gotta...
of stuff.
I mean the customization for it too, like, just because the box shows you like this should be built this way, you can do what the fuck you want. You know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm gonna get the new Blade Guard, Rickard. I'm also waiting on the heavy intercessors. And I'm also looking to maybe get... I'm either going to get 1 or 2 of the new speeders, but I might just get 1. I'm just hoping that the Black Templars get some stuff, because we keep getting teased, and there was a phrase, because obviously the new codex is coming out now for 9th. There was this one where it says some of the chapters got what's called a PDF. It was Black Templars, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, and Blood Ravens. Little Space Wolves. And it said, yeah, you can have all these PDFs until you get your own codex. And I'm like, wait, they just put my chapter in with these other ones that we know are getting their own codex, because we know they were coming. Like Blood Angels one's coming, Space Wolves and Dark Angels are coming, so we know they were coming. Why is my chapter in with this lot? And this is like now sparked a fire for all the Black Temple players to go, and hold on a minute, are we going to get our own supplement?
Yeah,
so what we have is like $0. So when we have like a main codex called the Space Marine one, and then we have one they're called supplements. So like they're mini versions, because not each chapter has specific units. Like the Blood Angel will have what's called what they called again, the
so they have like some specialized units that only
they specialized units and specialized units, characters, vehicles, and that kind of stuff, and rules. They have their own specialized rules.
Okay.
And they they're called supplements. So like they're like an addition to the main codex. And Black Templars didn't even get one last time. We got what was essentially shoved into a fucking White Dwarf book, which is a magazine that comes out every month for Games Workshop. It's called White Dwarf. We get put in there, and then we get put into one of the like narrative campaigns going on at the moment, where, because obviously Games Workshop have a narrative, so it's not just you can make your own up,
okay,
you know, as long as you have the rules for it and stuff, but they actually have actual narrative. And at that point we were in one called Faith and Fury was the book, so I had to buy it because that's where my fucking army was. I didn't have my characters, and that's
so how kind of weird that run then?
The Faith and Fury was £25.
Okay.
For the book.
So it's just like a campaign then?
Yeah, so there was a campaign inside it and certain like missions, but I only got it for my Black Templars. Because all my stuff was in there, like
goes right over my head. To be honest, yeah, I've always been fascinated by tabletops, but it's just like it all goes right over my head, and I just like listening to you guys talk about it like back and forth with chat. It's just
some of the guys in chat know
people into this kind of stuff to me.
Yeah, so the annoying thing is that I have to bring, if I want to run certain characters in my army, I have to bring that book. But then that book has now become obsolete because with the new edition, 9th edition, they released a PDF that had my chapter in it. I'm like, oh great, I got to use this now, and it's like I'm tired of it. I want them because I have so many models that are still in resin. So usually Games Workshop used to work in pure metal, and that was a shit show because the second you paint it would chip, like the paint would chip off it. It's so fucking annoying. So they then went to resin, which is slightly less annoying, but it can sometimes be cast wrong. So like a sword could be bent. So the only problem with when it be bent is that you have to heat it up, and you heat it up, it should go back to where it was. Like it should revert.
Just hit it with like a little heat gun.
No, you even just do it kind of not boiling hot water, because boiling hot water will make it too soft. You can even just do it with like warm water.
Oh, okay.
Like slightly hot. Let it sit. Let it become more malleable. And then, yeah. So either if it's bent to the right, what you do is you put the sword or wherever it is down. So basically the point's hanging up. So then gravity itself will. So essentially you're letting gravity pull it down, because you've now softened it, and obviously gravity forces it down. It will then straighten out again, and it cools really quick. It will cool and harden again. So.
Oh yeah. We've talked about the good old DSP. I mean, this is kind of a Q&A with Wardog Leader for you guys. So
I was waiting.
Feel free to ask him some more questions if you want, guys. It's kind of why we're here. We're getting sidetracked by tabletop games and other little nonsense tangents, and it's just been a chill morning. So yeah, if you have any questions at all for Wardog Leader, even if it's about Warhammer, go for it, guys.
Was that like I've seen some of the guys in VLX and Rick Harper talking about it, so.
Oh yeah, no, I'm totally fine with it. Like I said, it's a good listen to me.
What armies do you have, Rickard? Not Rickard, sorry, VLX. Or do you even play? Are you just into it? Because the thing is, well though, like, you got to paint the damn things. You got to build them, paint them, and then
and then play.
And the thing is, well, yeah, but Games Workshop don't care. Like, you can go, oh, these are Black Templars, but they might be painted fucking blue. I mean, they literally.
Sure.
Yeah, because as long as you run the rules, for the chapter correctly, they don't give a shit. Like if I want to run a Psyker with Black Templars, it can't do it. So it'd be then an illegal model, because my Black Templars don't believe in Psykers. We find them heretics. So we don't use them. Again, I've ran my Black Templars as Iron Hands because that's what I wanted to run. So Night Lords are an old fucking Chaos army. So that's pretty cool. Iron Warriors are not bad. Iron Warriors are the sworn enemy of the Imperial Fist. So
I was asking us how the situation is for the Western countries. I mean,
still it's the same as in your country, and everyone else's country is fucked.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Right.
Nothing really different. So I mean, it's not the same as like riots and stuff like that. Like you've got concept with the Black Lives Matter stuff going on.
Yeah, those are just popping off again. I mean, in Minneapolis.
That cop.
Yeah, somebody again.
Seen on the news last night.
Made a rough choice.
Yeah. Made a wrong choice, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know that's absolute last resort. Absolute, like life or death. That's when you pull that stuff.
Because even his partner was like, yeah, he didn't give a warning. He didn't. The guy who were going to didn't pose a threat because they were like, oh yeah, he's just going to come out and talk to me. Talk to us when the guy showed him. Oh, okay.
And this is why I'm totally fine with like body cams and things like that.
That had to happen. Like body cams need to be a thing.
Sworn officers out here are very undertrained in my opinion. You're going to an academy for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden you're on the streets. And yeah, you got a senior officer with you, but you've got everything on your tool belt. You're ready to go for any situation. And some of these people don't even train hands-on anymore for a decent chunk of time.
Shy Boy, he ain't playing Divinity. No fucking way. Everyone's already calling it. He's not playing it. He's not even mentioned it when he was talking about the games he's got coming up. He ain't playing Divinity.
He keeps saying he's gonna play it, but I don't think he's gonna play it until later.
I agree with you.
Summer. Because summer's always the doldrums.
But he's just doing another one. He's just doing another fucking sub goal. For what? For another playthrough? But then you've already got one waiting. Because he's trying to memory hole his chat into forgetting about Divinity. That's why when you put in Divinity 2, you get fucking timed out in his chat.
Oh, you actually get timed out now in his chat for that?
I'm pretty sure it's either a banned word or the mods just time it out.
Probably the mods.
I'm pretty fucking sure.
That's pretty sad, dude. That's your what? Viewer choice, or was it? It was a sub goal originally.
Yeah, viewer choice, right? It was viewer's choice because they voted on it.
And then it won. And then he's like, no. Yeah, that was the Scrat's Nutty Adventure dude. He changed his name to Play Divinity Original Sin 2.
Did he? Nice.
Yeah. At least that's who I assume it is. But yeah, still, somebody actually kept it. He hates those copycat names.
On the guy. He shot the guy to fucking change his name.
He's so mad about that.
We fucking just lose. Are you fucking for real?
What?
My teammate and I was fucking playing today. We were drew 2-0, and then a fucking minute later lost the game. Fucking useless cunts. Saying that though, last time they lost or drew, the Dolphins won, so I don't give a. It might be all right then. To be honest, if that's the hit my team United's got to take, fuck it. I'll take the hit to let the Dolphins.
Because it takes forever to play a fucking RPG. Hundreds of hours sometimes. Yeah.
Bullshit. Okay, I'm calling bullshit. It's bullshit.
Terrible. Right? It sandbags it.
Look, Mass Effect is an RPG, essentially, right? Because you level up, you build skills, and you go and do missions, and you have travel. I can play Mass Effect once in 47 hours because I know it all, right? Maybe 50 if I didn't. Mass Effect 2, all DLC in Mass Effect 2, 60 odd hours.
Right.
Mass Effect 3, about 60 odd hours of everything done.
You're probably not bad at games. This dude sandbags shit, pretends he's bad.
Yeah.
He is bad. So.
Oh, another thing as well. I played the fucking Yakuza games, like the Yakuza 1, 0, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2. Didn't take me fucking 90 hours. I don't know how long it took DSP, but I did it quite quickly.
I don't know.
And I did pretty much every side quest mission in those games. You know, and I leveled up to pretty much god tier. I may miss a couple side stuff, but like I did 99% of the fucking side stuff in those games. I finished 3 games. I finished those 3 games in the space of my 3-month period of Game Pass Ultimate.
Nice.
That's how fast I did them.
I mean, you know,
I think the Mass Effect 2 onwards is classed as action RPG.
You won't play any of the side content in Cyberpunk today.
Because it's not point. But
he's trying to just run through it and finish the game and not touch it again. Maybe one day he'll do a redemption. As
LSB said last night, I think it was, he's 30 hours into it, nearly finished. I'm 30 hours into it and barely started. That's because he's rushing. It's because he's not doing the side stuff. He's doing the ones that chat tell him are meaningful, and that's it.
Are he's literally that can lead to him being OP? I
mean, he's complaining about. I don't even know what his complaints are because I don't watch him do it because I've got the game for Christmas.
Nice.
I'm gonna play it eventually, but you know, it was more like I was getting to play to have a good. It looked like a cool game. I think it is. And they're still fixing it with patches about that.
Oh yeah, the patches will come out over time. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, 100% VLX. It flies over his head because he doesn't listen. Because see, when it's doing like all these lovey-dovey scenes or whatever, or the romance scenes, he either looks away. He either looks at the camera in that deadpan stare that he does, or he just doesn't care. Or as in case of Yakuza, he falls asleep.
Oh, that's the best. Like he took a nap yesterday.
It was fucking great.
It was just like, okay. Here we go. That's the game you wanted to start out the new year with. Okay.
Yeah,
the one that makes you fall asleep.
But then, and then he wonders why he doesn't remember shit. Because you fucking were sleeping. See, if you were fucking paying attention to the story, you might know what happened. You know? Yeah. No, 2 streams VLX, try every fucking stream. Every stream you catch him falling asleep.
Every stream in every game of Yakuza, he takes a nap during.
Yeah, really and that's, as I said, they're never explicit though, always fits the character. Exactly. But, you know, The thing with Yakuza is it's such a well-known, well-paced game that there's so much story to go into it because they flesh out the characters, flesh the situations, and it's like he's falling asleep and then forgets about it. He always does that little wee head wiggle he does when he wakes up. It's if you don't want to play this kind of RPG style game, DSP, don't fucking play it. And it's not like it's in Japanese. That's the thing as well. See when he's falling asleep when it was doing it the Yakuza games when it was like in Japanese.
Yeah.
It's not like he could listen to it and not miss it.
But he would need to put on his glasses to read the subs. That's the problem. So he won't do it.
But then if he's falling asleep, he ain't reading the fucking subtitles, is he? So he's missing it by not reading it.
Yeah, and the sex scenes lately in video games aren't just like gratuitous, crazy sex scenes. Usually they're pretty character based and try to drive something forward. And DSP doesn't pay attention because he's grossed out by the actions on screen, and he's just like, no, I can't see it. It hurts. I'm married. Why is it in my video game? It's like, oh. Yeah,
but Animator, he ain't playing that. It's not because because of the romance season. It's because everyone said it's crap. That's literally why he's not playing it.
Yeah, he's blaming it on being a choppy game or something like that.
Oh, Twitter says it's crap, and I'm gonna play it then. Fucking ridiculous.
I do like how he gets all of his news from Twitter, though. That's one of my favorite parts about Phil right now.
I find that funny when he told us that.
That's all of his news, and it makes me laugh. Yeah, I'm like, okay, you get your local news Twitter, wrestling news Twitter, game news Twitter.
By the way, watch when Mass Effect comes back.
About his own dealings, that's for sure.
Watch when Mass Effect comes back. He'll drop games to play Mass Effect games, 100%.
He loves
because
Mass
Effect. It's coming. Because it's coming soon. The next couple months, it's going to drop their Legacy Edition, which is basically all 3 games, all DLC and stuff in it. And I think it's going to be something like 60 quid, which is fucking amazing. Because if it's $60, you're getting 3 games. That's 20 quid per game.
That's pretty good, and all the DLC, right?
Oh, exactly. Some of them, like the Citadel DLC, was something like 20 quid on its own, and it was in 2 downloads. It was so fucking big. Cause when you bought the Citadel DLC, it was like DLC Part 1, DLC Part 2, because it was so big. They had to. This is back in 360 though, so 360 had to download it in 2 parts. Oh yeah, Master Remastered. I'm buying that the second I fucking see it. I'm buying that because I need to see Tally in all her HD glory. I don't care. I'm fucking just like, hey Tally, let me see.
I mean that's fair enough, man.
I fucking love Tally. Tally was great. I hope to God I could romance the Mass Effect 1. It was sad I couldn't. And then I was like, it took a while because I was watching the wikis and stuff for Mass Effect 2's romance characters and return characters. Everyone was there, apart from fucking Tally. I'm like, oh my God, please no, do not make her not in this game. Then she popped up in the end of the game, like, yes, Tally's in the game. Then I went out your romance. I'm like, Leihara, you're fucking dumped.
He's gonna dodge all of those missions.
He has to. Well, he can't though because the game will force you into romance if you like it or not. It's literally
it's gonna force you there eventually. I mean, I should run back
through those games. VLX, did they change it? They gave us the free update. They fixed it.
They did fix the ending.
Yeah, so Mass Effect 3's ending was what happened was no matter what option you chose, there was a scene where Normandy was flying away through the mass relay effect, like basically warp travel, right?
Right.
And then the mass relay blew up, and then the Normandy crash landed, and then it was like massive holes and stuff like that, right? And I was like, right, okay. But then what happened was everyone fucking hated that because your choice didn't make
it didn't. You
had no
matter.
choice.
It was like the pointless choice. DSP complains about that all the time.
No, they've actually VLX. It wasn't really a slideshow. It was what happened was so when they did the patch, it was a free patch came out. It was called I think it was the ending patch. And what happened was the catalyst, the wee child. You ask him, well, what happened with technology? And the kid went. The kid used to say technology will be destroyed, right? Which is fucking really, really bad. Then they said technology will be damaged but can be repaired. I was like, oh, okay, that's new. So then I always chose the destroy ending because that was the better option, in my opinion, for killing the Reapers. And then what happened was the Normandy would still get hit by the shockwave, get knocked out of warp and stuff like that. It would crash land on the same planet, but the Normandy didn't have holes in it anymore. And because the last thing you see, the Normandy had an engine rip off in the cutscene. It didn't have it this time. So it then took off. It then lifted off and took off after they repaired the ship. And I was like, oh wait, Edie's dead then, because Edie was AI. But then she wasn't, because it was just damaged and repaired. Same with the Geth. The Geth weren't destroyed, they were just damaged. And then what happened was, you see like a kind of, I think it was Shepard was talking about it, or it was Liara was talking over the kind of what would be going on in the planets. And you see the Turian and Alliance ships going back to Earth, but then what's happening is there is one of the Alliance frigates, so like you can see it, like its powers, the lights going on and off on it, like it kind of pulses a little bit, like very slow pulse. Which is kind of like how you see in like Star Trek, with the ship goes dark and then light again, dark and light. It was doing that as it flew along. So you were like, oh okay, they're having intimate power issues because they're damaged. So it was kind of explaining that they can still fly and stuff, they're just kind of needing to fix their systems. And then it basically explained that your choices for the game, like Rex, and stuff, you know, Tachanka was becoming green in the life and stuff again on it. Quarians were now coming out of their suits, which is a shame. I never got to see that in Andromeda, because I would have liked to have seen a Quarian out of their suit. I'm hoping. I'm gonna
definitely replay these games. Yeah, I play
them. I'm playing because
with my buddy.
The thing as well, though, is that. Sorry, the thing as well is like, all these were 360. They never became Xbox One.
Exactly.
You had to play backward compatible with the
that'd be
360
great
version.
If they are coming to Steam. I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably well, either won't be Steam,
so, right?
either be Origin. I think it's gonna be probably No, Origin? Wait, hold on. Is Mass Effect on Steam? Because I've been checking. Is Mass Effect actually on Steam?
Yeah.
Because if it is, then I will do.
I mean, that'd be a fun pickup. That's for sure. Oh, it's on Game Pass.
It's Game Pass. Yeah, because Xbox have this thing with Game Pass, so you can play it on Game Pass, or you can. I think it was on Origins too at one point.
I mean, it's a pretty good series if you jump into it. The action is pretty good. The RPG elements tied to it, they're solid as well. So, and the story's great. So it's a solid series all around. I think people just got upset at the third one.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I do agree with the third one. The ending was a bit weak, but then they kind of fixed it with the update. And then they basically said, because what happened was, when the ending get fixed, there was issues with the multiplayer, because EA controlled that part of the game.
Yeah.
BioWare told EA, we're doing the story, you can do the online. EA fucked it so much that BioWare basically took the dick out and slapped across the face of it and went, right, every multiplayer DLC that's coming out now is free.
Exactly. They're like, nope, this was too bad. And they changed it up.
Yeah, there was like tons of them. There was like the Earth one, I think was the last one, where you had like all the N7 soldiers and stuff. There was like so many DLC where different characters, new characters and stuff like that came out, new maps. And of course they were doing the event thing every day, every week or every month, something. That was like this event would go on. I'm not sure if I could do that again though, because that was quite fun. You got like a banner and stuff. The price won't be expensive though. I don't think so, because they're not doing the game again. Right? It's not a new game as such. It's a remaster. So they can't make you pay $100 for 3 games. They cannot do that. It's going to be about the price of a remaster, which is going to be about $60.
Yeah.
Because remember, Mass Effect 1 was 2008. I think it was. It's an old fucking game. I mean, it's not EA though. It's not EA. This is BioWare.
Yeah, I think
this
BioWare
is the original
is
BioWare team.
I mean, it'll be a good pickup for a game. It'll be solid. I think it's going to be 60. A WWE fighting game on the Guilty Gear engine? Phil won't play. He hates modern fighters because he can't win with bullshit pattern play. That's the thing. DSP is a very linear person, so it's A to B as fast as possible for him. And when he plays fighting games like Street Fighter, what he does is he counter picks when he needs to, and if he doesn't think he needs to, it's his A to B route. It's if you do this, I need to do this. But if you know what he's gonna do for his counters, and you mix it up on him, he struggles to fight you. Then at that point, he doesn't have a plan C for his games. He doesn't change up the moves he uses for his fighter. So that's why he always does Street Fighter 2. Random damage, big chunks of health from throws, random dizzies. He loves that shit. He loves it.
What is happening?
Get punished.
Well, sorry. He loves it when he's doing it to other people. When he does it to him, he hates it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but Shabba, he hated that too. He hates someone asked him, why about you to rotate other fighters and stuff like that? He literally explained he hates them all.
He hates them all. Like, he didn't try Sam Show. Sam Show would have been up his alley perfectly. It's very footsie based, and you get punished hard if you fuck up. And that's what Phil likes. That's the original reason why I showed up and watched him. So I wanted to see somebody decent at fighting games, and weirdly enough, I picked Phil out of the first guy. I went, well, this guy's bitching too much. I want to learn something, so I found Maximilian instead. That was the better choice.
I love when remember when he went to that lobby with Chaos Wolf and that other one.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, no trolls here. I was like, little did he know. At least two of them in there. Chaos Wolf pushed his shit in with that Urian.
Oh, that was great.
That McCall fucking annihilate them.
Yeah, he gets very mad, calls it all laggy and shit, and then he gets grumpy.
Until he starts losing lag. Oh, okay then.
And then I like how he had those flexes when he started running the table on the lobby in the 30-year-old game.
I think he did play For Honor at one point, VLX, but then dropped it. I can't remember how he might have done.
He played it for a little bit and definitely dropped that one.
He got his shit pushed in those ones too. So
I mean, can you imagine him playing like Mount and Blade? Anything like that?
Well, we can't because that's like anime titties and stuff like that, and movies and shit. You won't play like him.
It's PC. Can't play that. I'm sure there's a patch.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at his schedule right now for the fucking coming week.
Any of those kind of games would crush him, but he, Mr. Variety Streamer has to play every new release game.
Yeah, Mr. Variety Streamer played Cyberpunk twice in 3 days, Assassin's Creed twice in 3 days, Yakuza once, and fucking Call of Duty once. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Variety Streamer.
Sounds like
fucking
a lot of variety there. Perfect. Games that.
I mean, I've been playing through fucking StarCraft again.
Nice.
I went through the base game, Heart of the Swarm, Legacy, and I'm just doing the Nova missions again.
Well, so. he needs day one views. That's why he plays these AAA games on release day.
I like it. I remember when he refused to play one of the games day one missed. That was amazing. Yeah, I mean, you just play what you want, you know what I mean? It's like playing Crash again. It's just... Yeah, I haven't touched my Xbox in a while, so...
I mean, it's one of those things that I'm really learning as as somebody who's creating content. I'm a content creator. Is that I make videos and streams that I want to make. If you come in here and you like them and support the streams, great. Fun. If not, here's a list of other people who you might enjoy. Go have fun. It's the internet. But Phil is like, oh, if you don't like the game I'm playing, you could leave. Maybe tomorrow I'm playing a game you like. And it's very toxic when he says this. And it's like, dude, you can just say, hey man, maybe it's not for you. I'll see you tomorrow.
I mean, it's like
for this game.
Don't come into a streamer's chat, right? And that means that like even people here, don't come into a streamer's chat and shit on the person for playing, or even like there was people in here shitting on me for talking about 4K. Does it sound like I give a fuck? There's the door. Bye bye.
You enjoy it?
I don't care.
Have fun.
It's my hobby. I'm talking about proper. This is what we talk about. This is literally what we talk about when we're just chatting.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dealing with some stuff. I had to fucking don't know. I'm going to put this out there proper, but
go for it, dude.
See, so a chat, as you know, he was having, you know, he's been let go of his job, right?
Yeah.
I got on to him. I phoned him
the 31st.
on Discord. I think it was about 2 weeks before he got thinking. It was 5 o'clock in the morning for me, and I could see he was talking to me saying, "Oh, I don't, you know, I'd like to chat something." I had to slap this man because he was fucking basically put himself down, and I'm like, no. Tell the chat what's happening because we'll have you back. He told the chat, he told you guys, and you had his back because, and that's what we talk about. He helps me, I help him. You know, I've had days where I've been feeling like shit, and he's talked to me about it. Vice versa. I'll talk about any use. You want to message me in Discord? My Discord name, I'm in LSB's chat. Look for Emperor's Champion Wardog Leader. That's me. You know, it's just, I don't care about what people say about me. Oh, this guy's boring about 40k. Don't give a shit. It's what I do. My hobby is less abusive than fucking DSPs. Oh, I'm talking about sports. Don't care. I like sports. I like the Dolphins. I like fucking NFL. I like Formula 1. I like my United team, even though we just fucking lost because they fucking suck. You know, it's, you know, I like that kind of stuff. So
that's what I like on my channel too, is people having fun, talking about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, and enjoying the experience.
There's only so much day we can talk about before it gets literally repeat garbage.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna touch
shit
on some topics. You know, it's my job as the host here to try to keep us flowing and you know, keep us moving.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you don't follow sports, Felix, that's fine. But like, you know, if you don't follow sports, still want to know about the person, what they think about their team, that you can still ask that. You know, I'll tell you.
That's the point of these little conversations. Yeah. Is fine to tune out and go do something else. You know, this is kind of your nice chill morning background noise. I know a lot of people do that. I like to do it with other people's videos of content too.
Exactly. You know, I also watch VTubers, like, you know, LSB ain't the fucking first VTuber I've been watching. I've been watching Zentrea and stuff like that. So right now I've been having a fucking shit show I hate. So, you know, I don't know if chat's been getting this, but
what's fascinating about that though, like the VTuber, what
I think it's because
there.
Well, I was gonna say the chat, like, I don't know if they've been getting it, but have you guys been getting that fucking purple screen on Twitch randomly? Like, if you get ad blocker, you'll have that purple screen on Twitch, and it will just say, "Oh, you're using a third-party ad block."
I've seen it a couple times.
Yeah, so I think I found out. Apparently, I didn't have it yesterday. I disabled there was an ad thing I was using, not an ad block. It was an ad block I was using, and the Reddit page that I used when I got this said delete it. Right, get rid of it. And then uBlock Origin, which is what I used to use, I still have it on because it helps other ads. I never got one all fucking stream, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking weird. And then I just put a new one on because, you know.
Oh, Hulu does it with VPNs now. Weird.
Oh, that. I put a new one on to see if it works because I hate getting because I'm subbed with the person I watch. I don't get the ads and stuff. But like, if I'm gonna watch Tim the Tatman or Cold Carnage, I can't sub to everyone because I'm fucking made of money.
Yeah, I get it.
And I hang it when it's like I usually get the fucking Amazon ads, and the Amazon ads suck. It's like 30-second fucking ad before you go on the stream.
Right.
There's one that I call it was it TTV ad block. So we'll see if they fix it. Because it's just like when I'm watching the stream, something I'm watching it nice, and then all of a sudden I get a fucking purple screen. It's like, okay, it's 10 seconds, but it's like, it's annoying as shit when it just cuts into the stream. And I had 3 streams out last night. Not one I'm subbed to, not one went to a fucking purple screen, so I don't know if uBlock have fixed it. I've got a way around it now. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just fucking irritating.
I'll have to check my ad blockers too and try to fix that. I'm tired of the ads on Twitch for sure.
I'll send you the link to the Reddit post I've been using. Make sure you click on it and go to new. And I think it's like the first one there that I had it on. Make sure you're on whatever browser you're using, chat. Like if you watch, I watch all my stuff in Chrome because Firefox just shits the bed with Twitch.
Right. That's
so
why
I watch
I'm
it
on
from Chrome.
Chrome.
So make sure you're on that browser when you click the link on it and stuff like that, so you can get it. Because the one for Chrome is literally just it's like an extension, just add it. I have no idea. I don't know Shybot, but people are trying to get around it because no one likes ads. The streamers themselves didn't want this. They want an option where they can turn them on or off. They don't have a choice because it's Twitch does it.
Yeah, I mean, YouTube ads are out of control too. I mean, there's some content where I'm watching,
and then Origin stops that.
And then all of a sudden I see like this YouTube ad that rolls in, and the fucking ad's 22 minutes long about some fucking stupid mobile game. I'm like,
I've not had that.
What? Are you kidding me? It's
I used
crazy,
to not
dude.
use YouTube Origin until I get in these big massive ones like a fucking yellow bar. I'm like, I told someone and I took a screenshot of it and someone in a Discord and went, oh yeah, YouTube block Origin.
That happens to me on my mobile device.
Yeah, mobile devices don't have ad blocks, sadly,
yeah, I mean,
which
sucks.
is annoying.
I mean, I might have to find one for my Android. There's got to be a way around it.
Yeah. But yeah, you were saying something about sorry, cutting but your the VTubers, yeah. I just like some of them are actually quite nice to watch. Like, you know, they actually have decent content. Okay, some of them are, you know, extremely, you know, like Project Melody. You got Silver Veil. They always dress to impress in a way, but they're also fun. They're funny as fuck to watch. They get into so much random shit with each other. It's hilarious. And there was this new one come up. I think it was Takahashi. His name was. He does like a bar.
Oh, okay.
And that was some of the funniest. It's a guy, right? But it was like some of the funniest shit I've seen. It was like the thing is they're just funny as fuck. Yeah, Fruit. I've just started watching Fruit, who's a Brit. And you know, as VLX said, like Project Melody, Silvervale, Iron Mouse, Nanners, Fruit. My favorite one probably is Andrea. I've been subbed to her and going on 10 months now. But I was around before she was a dragon chick. So she's now a dragon chick. They then became part of this US-based English company called VShojo. And the difference between them and Hololive dictates what these people can do. So people from Hololive cannot collab with people outside of Hololive, which is kind of shitty.
That's kind of shitty.
Whereas it is. It really
I
is.
see a point to that. I mean,
people were very worried about.
That reminds me of, like, you know, the wrestling companies, the entertainment wrestling companies. A lot of them don't work together, but usually when they do and they can put up some great matches and everybody can have a fun show. I mean, it's kind of like what's going on with this. You know, let entertaining people be entertaining together. It'll make the product better overall.
And that's why when Iron Mouse, Silvervale, Fruit, Nanners, Project Melody, and Zentrea all came out saying we're now part of they are now part of this company called VShojo. Everyone was like, oh shit, that means they can't collab with anyone else outside of this group of six chicks. That's not the case. They can do what they want. It's just they're under this banner now. So they have better protection stuff. But they're free to do what they want. I was watching last night, and a lot of them were talking about it was like a Q&A session with them, and hold on, and it was over Discord, and they were saying like, what do you remember from last night? And this is talking about the New Year's Day. A lot of them were saying I don't remember much, and Zentrea was like where do I start? You know, it was just it's just so much fun because they have obviously everyone knows Melody goes onto Charbait.
Yeah.
Those are there. So she's like, she kind of fired up for everyone. I never heard about them until Melody showed up.
Exactly. In watching it, I was like, oh, okay, people are gonna be into that for reasons.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's cool.
Trey's got a 3D model, which is what she uses right now. Basically, it's kind of like...
Yeah, it's kind of like thoughts are getting in on the game, right?
Yeah, so Bill has what's called a 2D model.
Yeah,
where he can
have
remove
like 3D models too, right?
Yeah, 3D models are where she can move her hands and like turn around and stuff. But she's moving to 2D.
Okay.
So, but everyone's like, oh, does that mean the 3D model's gone? No, it's still going to be there. I'm just going to use in 2D. And she has this new one done up.
I prefer 2D actually for sprites and things like that, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be able
better.
It's going to move and stuff. And I was like, in the Discord saying, everyone freaking out with this. Remember, Iron Mouse has a 2D model. Fruit has a 2D model. That's literally what Zen Trail is going to be. It's those models.
Yeah, sometimes like the 3D models look a little rough. Like, you know.
Yeah. Obviously,
I
think
the
these girls paid. They paid a pretty penny. They paid a pretty penny for these models. So they ain't jank as shit. I mean, hell, Melody's got like a fucking literal 3D world and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty dope.
At least that's one of the better looking 3D ones. You know, where you can interact, it moves around and stuff like that. It's just so strange because it came out of nowhere. And
it did. It blew up.
Like I saw Project Melody, and all of a sudden, boom, they're everywhere. And I was like, oh, this is way too hard to fucking track. And I was like, well, I'm gonna step off and stay in my lane, and I'll watch my VTuber, you know, the blonde boy. That's about it.
Yeah, I've not heard of Code Miko. But I mean, like I said, I've seen Gura and stuff like that. And, you know, Gura's, like, I think it was there for the first stream where she literally just fucking said A because she was having tech issues for fucking ages. Gura's fucking hilarious. There's a few of them are pretty funny. But they're on YouTube. I know the ones I watch on Twitch. And it's, you know, there was one point Silver was having a birthday stream and she was talking and everyone instantly knew it wasn't her. It was her fucking mum that was talking, and her mum sounds like her. It's fucking weird. It's like, obviously mum sounds like, but like Silver sounds like a mum, like in voice, and it's like, the fuck. And you know, it's just some of the shit they got up with is just, it's funny. And they put out better content than DSP ever would. You know.
Nice.
That's
not too hard. The dude's the low bar of the internet. I mean,
exactly. Yeah.
Streamers are a dime a dozen. Stuff. You know, they're hard to find. Yeah, but there are a lot of entertaining people out there who are really trying. You know, they might be streaming to an audience of, say, 5 people, but hey, that's how the grind starts, right? You got to start somewhere, and just do it over and over and over again, and just try to keep beating yourself.
Like, it wasn't that. It was more like, I mean, Silver's mum's been around for a while, well known. It's just they were trying to fuck with chat essentially. It was like, hey, it's me, Silver, and it wasn't actually her at all. She was just fucking with chat. But there's still one more coming, like of the VShojo group. She put her. She was supposed to have her debut in December, but put it back till I think it's this month. So.
I don't think Dave has gone off about the gamers list.
No, that's gonna be a fucking stream to watch. I'm not gonna look forward to that. He's gonna.
There's the gamers list that came out, you know, the top gamers of the year or whatever, and you know.
I mean, he may do.
Phil doesn't care. He's Mr. Underdog. That's what he wants to be.
He's gonna do Last of Us 2
list, though, right? His worst games list are gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be The Last of Us 2.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
he's gonna shit on it once again because he can, right? Bugsnax is gonna be top 3 for game of the year.
Bugsnax gonna be his game of the year. To be honest.
Do you think Bugsnax is gonna be game of the year for him?
He went on about it fucking enough. He basically wanted to fuck it. He went on about that fucking much.
I'm saying it's like number 2.
No, well, what's his number 1 then? What like
Ghost
what do you think his number 1 is?
Sushi, dude.
He's
for
what?
sure. It's Ghost of Tsushima. That dude is gonna go on about that
no.
for sure.
No,
yeah.
he's been calling.
You know why?
He's
Because
been
it's
calling
not The Last of Us 2.
Game of the Year. No, he's been calling Buckeyes Game of the Year.
No way. That's just fucking pulling your fucking leg. That's just bullshit.
Yeah. Animal Crossing should have won the Game of the Year though in the awards. To be honest. Because that came out right as the pandemic came out and lockdown hit, and everyone fucking was like buying that shit. There's been so many players out there.
Yeah, everybody. Everybody bought that shit.
He's like, oh, I'm bored of it. Fucking what? They have like 5 years worth of stuff coming out.
Right? They just have events and seasons and different DLCs planned.
Yeah.
It's like
a new season coming out.
And he never went. Never went to anybody's island.
Yeah, it didn't go. Yeah, it couldn't.
The best part is it's a house tour.
No, he did. Didn't he went to fucking Thingy's Island. Was it not Pops Cola's one?
Oh, did he?
I think so, yeah.
Well, he stopped doing it though. He stopped going to people's islands. He stopped doing a bunch of fun stuff like that.
It was someone's island he went to. Yeah, Genshin. Nah, was not going to win. That's a hard W there.
It's still a gacha game. No, that's for sure.
I mean, it was good, but it wasn't going to win everything. But like I said, the people were very like, I know, not really annoyed, more like disappointed that Animal Crossing didn't win anything, because the sales
are on par to
fucking beat. The sales are fucking huge. They're on the par to get Mario Kart 8. You know, and it's like that's had years of being out. This is like had 1 year.
Right.
Like this game, like not even a year, and it's already up there, nearly getting the amount of you know.
I think he's doing his Game of the Year awards in a week or so.
Oh wait, hold on. Did you not say he can't do it till he's played all the games of the year, which means he can't do it till he's finished Assassin's Creed, and he can't do it till he finishes Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
What the fuck is pointing that?
It's dumb as shit, but whatever.
That's why. You know what? That's why he's rushing.
Yeah,
that's why he's rushing.
Exactly.
He's finish
to get that video out, which is going to be terrible.
And he's going to shit on the game. He's going to shit on the game because this game's really boring because you missed half the fucking game.
But that's Phil for you, right?
He ain't fucking brave, that's for sure. Maybe retarded, but
it's...
you know, and that's fine. Like if you say that on Twitter, on Twitch, you get fucking banned. Like I think apparently he said simp last night.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? Oh god. Why did he say simp? Did someone bait him into it, or was it just a thing he said?
I don't know. I don't get that shit, man. Like somebody brought it up yesterday during our stream that you know, hey, it's probably Gundam's fault that these words are getting, you know, blacklisted.
Oh, like Gundam radio, amazing.
Because Gundam's hilarious. You know,
I've actually been watching him. I just watched one of his videos recently. His Gundam channel is actually pretty cool. That guy's, you know, that's the kind of level of paint I wanted to do for my models.
That's what got me to find him in the first place, was that, and then somebody told me he talked about DSP. I was like, wait, what? I was like, okay, I gotta go look it over here. But I
went and looked at it. I was like, holy shit. But it's like I want my paint level to be like that. I don't have an air gun, an airbrush, but I think I get pretty damn close the way I paint my models. You know.
It's impressive though, that's for sure.
Yeah, Robert Napier, if you go and look for them, Ann Leet or Ann1337, there's a video there where he gets all giddy playing blackjack.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes, and the mask was falling off. His enjoyment for gambling he was so excited.
200.
Damn, 200 models.
Wow. They're fucking. How big are they? Red Animator. They're fucking. Gundam models aren't small.
I think they vary, right? There's some smaller ones.
Yeah, but fucking 200's a lot.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. At least you took a break.
Like,
it wasn't.
You say SD like Anime. You gotta explain that because I don't know the SD to PG. I don't know that acronym. 3.
Oh, there. See, I'm telling you, man. That plastic crack is all over the place, dude. People love it.
I mean, to think of it, in a box of my intercessors, there's about 10 of them in there for 35. So yeah, if I had to get 300 of them, that's going to cost me about £300.
Yeah. I'll never have a problem with any of that kind of stuff. That's for sure. I spend good money on stuff I enjoy, so fuck it. As long as it makes you happy and you're not hurting other people with it.
This is the stuff you enjoy is weed.
So?
Like, I had 300 bottles of weed.
You're right, I did. That'd be nice. One day we'll get there.
Like we just like face plant the bowl.
Probably. Just come up all just green. Hey guys, I'm back. No.
Yeah, start collecting boxes and it was £100. Well, no, it's dollars. I think it's like £60 for me. Oh, okay, the scale. Yeah, scale. See, I always had to go for like a decent scale because if it's too small, it's shit. Because most of my starches I painted and built are like 18 inches to 22 inches long. I had to have a decent length on a starship. Because if it's like really small, it really fucking annoys me.
It bugs you.
So
like
it does. The biggest one I've ever built was a 32-inch Enterprise A. It's on my desk at the moment. It's got an interior. I've actually painted the shuttle bay to look like it's busy. So I painted fucking everything in that damn thing. I painted the captain's quarters, the arboretum.
They have supers at a 1 to 12. Good lord.
Fuck. I think Gundam got some decent size. I'd probably say the biggest 40k model I've ever built is my Imperial Knights, and they're pretty big. So, but I think the most expensive one I've ever bought is probably my Astraeus battle tank from Forge was 200 quid, 220 quid. So, no, not the Imperial Titan. No. Not the Forge World ones that will cost you a kidney.
Jeez.
It's the plastic version. Yeah, because Forge World, you get these things called Forge World Titans. Forge was like an expensive side of Games Workshop. They work in resin. You get these things called Warhound Titans. And essentially, the biggest one you can get is a Warlord. And it's... Put it this way, the guy who brought it in the store one day for the big game, for We Had Titans, he had to bring it in a pram. And it was in bits. Like, he literally had it in sections.
Damn.
Because it was that fucking heavy. Like, the torso was huge. The guns are probably a bit long. One of the guns was probably as long as my forearm. That's how long it was.
That's crazy, dude.
And it's pinned like fuck. I was like, holy shit.
I mean, like I said, if you're enjoying it, have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, I like painting it. Like, yeah, I spent a lot of money on it, but I always used them where I balance it out and stuff. But you know, because I've done a lot of conversions and some of the stuff. Like one of the tanks I have right now, I've actually got, I've actually cut off one of the parts and flattened it out, smoothed it out a bit, because I've got a mate who did, who 3D printed me 2 Marines. Because it's an open back transport. So one of them's on his knee, on one knee, and one's behind him pointing. So I'm gonna paint them and glue them to the back of the truck. So like, he's kind of like pointing out to the guy here, like over that kind of way. Gets a bit more diorama feel to it, you know.
Yeah.
So, and obviously I magnetize my models now, where I put a magnet underneath, so because some of them don't really sit right, and that's why they get like wee prongs to fucking go in. Fucking irritating. So I just get a magnet and just magnetize it to the base. So much easier to move.
Nice. That's a smart move.
Plus, some of them have different weapons. Like my Imperial Knights, they have different loadouts. So to get all the loadouts, I've magnetized their shoulder joint. Or their arm joint, and then magnetize the gun joint, so I can just swap it out. I'll take this one off, put that one on instead, you know. So essentially, I'm paying like 90 quid for one model, but I can use all the weapons on it instead of just like 1 or 2.
Oh, so it's like just you could use 1, 2, or 3 kind of combo it up.
Yeah,
you know.
So on the kit I bought, it gave you every weapon option for every Imperial Knight at that point. But you can only ever glue 2 on it because it only has 2 arms.
Okay.
But if you magnetized it, you could essentially have
you just swap them in and out.
All weapon options. Exactly. Because it was like a chainsword or a reaper blade and a fist, a flamer, a battle cannon, and a Gatling cannon. So essentially, I had 5 weapons, or had 5 different weapons systems on it.
Yeah.
And I magnetized all 5 so that I can use all 5. Not at once, obviously. I'll have like 2 and 2, but I'll split them.
Yeah, look at those. Those are some pro strats there.
I've also magnetized his torso because he's such a big model. If I want to bring him in, he's big, he's hefty. So I just pop his torso off.
Right, take him off and then like magnetize it back on. Just boop.
Yeah, so he's got magnet in his torso joint. I'm one on his legs. So his legs just go to the base. Take the base with me. Take him off. And pull him off the top, and put him in a case. Bring him out and just magnetize him back on. Plus, then I can spin him. I can move him, so I can position him in a more cinematic pose kind of way, without me having issues with it. So it's just easier that way for me. So hell, my main tanks I use don't have their turrets glued because I can just take the turret off. Nice. My other one I get side sponsons. I have the side sponson doors magnetized, so I just take the side sponsons off and pack them away.
And then just pack them up. Nice.
Yeah, one of my dreadnoughts is actually magnetized from his torso joint because it's just easy packing because they're not big, cheap models, my ones. So I don't really want to break them. They have broken points, and I've just glued it back on together.
Glued them back on.
Yeah, pretty easily. Hell, my cat knocked my Imperial Knight off the table one day. Thankfully, he should have had
Jasper Kitty, get off the table.
He literally fell apart, but it's because of the magnets. He just demagnetized himself.
Oh, that's not too good, then.
Well, it's just because the way he hit the floor, the magnets his arms just kind of come off. But that's because the magnet didn't come up with it; it just moved. So, and then there was one day I came in the store, my local gaming workshop, and found my Storm Raven on the build table in bits, because I left it in the store because it was like a bit of diorama. I was like, hey, leave us for here.
Yeah.
And to show the model off so people can say, oh, it's quite a good model, what's that one? And then they buy it, maybe. Turns out, I think it was 8th edition box was resting on the window, just in front of it. And the wind caught the door slightly.
Ugh. Hit
the wall, and caused a shockwave through the front of the door a little bit. It shifted the box, so the box then slid my model off the what it was and hit the floor.
Yikes.
Its tail was off, one of its engines had come off, one of the guns had came off the side of it, the back door had come off, but that wasn't glued though, and one of its landing pad feet was off. Do I even have the feet on it? No, I don't. But yeah, essentially it fucking blew up. It exploded.
You just
so
saw
I
it in
went back.
pieces? You're just like,
Yeah, it just came in random one day, and I was like, oh, because I thought my fly. My mate was sitting next, who was sat at the table. So he kept looking down. I was like, what? And I thought my fucking fly was undone because I just come back from college. And I'm like, oh shit, my flying done. I'm like, no, what? He went there and he went, oh. And I was like, yeah. And obviously the manager Austin was very apologetic. So I was like, don't worry about it, it's fine. Because I build in some assembly, so I paint the like parts and I glue them together.
Yeah.
Each one to get into like intricate details of a model, I paint them. So the engine would have been on the wing. I don't want to get silver on the wing because it's not silver. So I paint the engine, glue the engine to the wing.
So you just have to like glue a bunch of stuff back on, and you're pretty good to go.
Yeah, it took me 5 minutes to go and grab all this glue. I went, yeah. So I just glued it all back, stood there and glued the fucking thing back together. I was like, there you go.
Here you go, put it back. See you later.
Yeah, that's literally what I went. I glued it back together, made sure it was all secure.
See, that's a perfect attitude to have about anything like that. It's like, well, this sucks. All right, let's handle it, pick it up, fix it. All right, here you go. We're good to go.
Apparently, Austin felt really bad. I was like, oh no. Because you just seen a smash.
It definitely shows the kind of person you are. I mean, you're easy going. You know, you've had ups and downs, things like that. But you know, you're
I've had some
here
bad
with us.
in the store.
Oh,
like I'm really bad.
Well,
I get targeted in the store, not like in a mean way, and like on the tabletop I get targeted. I'm like, got all my shit blown up, and I'm like, what was the point of me being here? Like, I just sat down the thing and I was pissed
off,
and I was like, you know what, I was just sitting there just fucking furious with myself, and I actually took my models off the table. I was like, there wasn't much left, and I just took them off the tables, and I ain't having fun. I was done. And I think I went outside, sat on the wall outside just to cool off. I was just sitting there like fucking pissed off. And then I went back in. I think I was allowed to. The manager was like, you know, basically said, okay, you can have this stuff back because I died so fucking quickly. I was like dying. I think it was dead within the first half hour.
Oh, that's gotta be rough.
Yeah, because I get targeted a lot. I was like, oh great, thanks everyone. It's fucking Jesus Christ.
Everybody just piles on and just wrecks you, and you're just like, all right, I'm out.
Basically,
I'm done.
That's exactly what happened.
Screw this.
So then I, I went home afterwards and sat and chilled, and then I put a wee post on the chat, on the page, and I apologized for just being annoyed. Everyone was fine with that.
Oh yeah. I mean, people are very forgiving. They get it. It's competitive. Yeah, I try my best not to do that, but when I play Destiny, man, that's my outlet for all of that kind of pent up rage and frustrations and things like that. And it's my competitive outlet at this point in time because I don't have any other outlet for that. So that's what it is.
I'm gonna grab my coffee. So we're back. I'm gonna grab my coffee.
Chat no worries. We're probably gonna wrap it up here in a second, actually.
We've been
going on for about 2 hours, so go grab some coffee, come on back, and we'll wrap it up. It's been a great morning, chat. It's been a nice time, chill, relaxing morning with Wardog Leader. Thank you for being here, asking him some questions, hanging out with us, talking football, the American hand egg, talking about something I have no idea about, with Warhammer 40k. You can tell he really lights up about it, and I like that. Hearing this kind of stuff from people, it makes me feel pretty damn good. I just wish I could get into it more, but it's not my cup of tea. But listening to somebody like Wardog Leader be excited about stuff like this, it makes me feel good. Seeing somebody invested into a hobby and they're having fun with it. So if you have any last second questions for Wardog Leader before we can wrap it up, we're probably just gonna let him come back and say his piece, and we'll part ways. That's why I like TED Talks too, Felix, is just that you can learn something, you can listen to somebody who's really invested into it, and they spent the time to learn that subject, research the subject, things like that. I do like having these little podcast sessions and stuff like that. I know some of you guys were wanting to talk to Wardog Leader a bit more. So, he's been around the community for a while, and he's a pretty good guy. So, it's always nice. You got your coffee? We ready to slowly wrap this up, Rao? Finish out the day. Get to. I know some people will probably get going because they want to watch the Piggy Roach. He's gonna go live here in a bit. I've got a couple of other things going on with my day. How about your evening? What you got planned?
Nothing really. Gonna probably try and finish the Nova mission pack on StarCraft, and then tomorrow probably start paint. So I can try and get into my New Year's thing of paint models, get them done. So
nice. Well, thank you for joining me once again for one of these. It's always good to talk to you. I'm glad that we got to do this together on stream once again. I really appreciate it, man.
I wish I get some maybe other people in, want to Mighty D or something like that.
Yeah,
So.
we'll find out. We'll get there eventually, right?
Or even Anne Elite.
Yeah, Anne Lee would be a fun talk, that's for sure. Or some of the other fellow Kiwis would be a fun talk too. We'll figure it out. We'll get more of these going. But thanks for joining me this morning, buddy. I appreciate it. I always like hearing you talk about football because I barely keep track of that stuff, and you know, I like hearing you light up about the models and things like that because all of it goes over my head. But hearing how much passion you have for it and how much you enjoy it, you know, it's fun for me. It makes it enjoyable for me. That's for sure.
I was hoping I just keep checking the NFL site. I'm hoping the fucking Bills turn and say, "Hey, we're not going to play Josh Allen."
You just refresh. You're F5 in so hard. Oh, the 24-hour Le Mans. I don't know if that happened.
I don't think so. I never heard anything about that.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything. Yeah, I was thinking about that.
I know the F1's not happened, but I don't think Le Mans happened.
No, I don't think so either. Very weird.
So
maybe next year.
Did you finally watch? Did you finally fucking watch Mandalorian? By the way.
No, I'm saving the last couple episodes for now.
Fucking God, man.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Proper and I were. She asked me one day. She's like, "You could watch Mandalorian." I was like, "I could," and she's like, and I asked her. She was like, "Did you watch Mandalorian the last episodes?" And she was like, "No." I was like, "Well, I'm saving them. So they're on the back burner, and I'm desperately trying to avoid spoilers.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, it's getting worse now.
It's getting worse. But I
started watching that Witcher, by the way.
Able to go see
you not watch Witcher?
Oh yeah, Witcher's great. I can't wait for the next season.
What episode did we just watch? We just watched the one where they went to the dragon, and it was the guy.
Oh, that was so good.
The dragon. That was the first. I was saying to Mum and Dad, that was the first one. And I was saying about how Henry Cavill's a great actor because he's going to stay monotone throughout the whole fucking thing.
Of course.
He doesn't really, even when he's angry, he's still monotone. It's like
he plays
bravo.
Geralt so well. It's so good, dude. It's so fucking good, and it's a lot of based upon the books too. So.
It is. I had to get a mate who watched the show.
Yeah.
Explain to me the timeline because it doesn't tell you. It's very quietly goes.
You gotta really pay attention and kind of try to pick it up on your own. But it's such a good watch though. Like really. Netflix
and I can see the Geralt's getting a bit.
They're popping off with great streaming shows, and it's gonna be hard to watch like movie theaters come back. I think they're gonna have a little bit of a struggle coming back.
Well, I
like going to the movies. I think it's a whole experience. You know, you go pick a movie out, pick a time. You know, that's what you build your day around. You plan for the candy to sneak in. You plan for the big thing of popcorn and the giant soda. You know,
I can remember. It does jump around a bit, but see, there's certain things that happen and they get said. Like for instance, when Geralt had new scars. You were like, oh yeah, I've heard about these, from the bard. That was showing you time had moved on, but it's very subtly doing it. And then Ciri is basically in the present. We're watching Geralt move through his life to get to where Ciri is.
Yeah.
We then seen how Yennefer came to be. She then met Patrick Geralt, so then they're combined. We've seen Triss. And how she met Geralt, and they're combined.
Yeah,
and it's all just going to be things you're going to notice.
I really like books that kind of do that too. I mean, I'm reading Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time, and in that book, the way he describes things, amazing. I heard it gets a little too much in the later books, but his storylines and how characters intersect and meet up again and. Cross paths over series of books. You're like, oh shit, that's how these people came to this point in time that you read about like 3 books ago, and you're like, oh, okay, and that's kind of how the Witcher's playing out, and it's just good. It's just really good.
Yeah, so
I'm excited for the Wheel of Time becoming a show. At least that's what it's supposed to be.
I have You said it's the best video game maybe in my mind. Go and watch The Hitman, right? And I don't mean Codename 47, not that one. No. It's the other one. It's one that's called Hitman. It's got the bad guy from Die Hard 4 as the Hitman. I can't remember his name, but that Hitman. Oh, so you have you played the Hitman series, or do you know the Hitman series proper?
Not really. I dabbled in it, but I mean, it wasn't too much in my wheelhouse at the time. I think those are one of those series that I'm gonna go back to and just find a collection
so the
of.
film, there was 2 films came out. One was called Hitman, one was called Codename 47.
Okay.
Hitman was the first one, and brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The second one was called Codename 47. It had Siler in it from Heroes, or who's now plays Spock, Zachary Quinto. And there was one scene I remember in the trailer of Codename 47, and it's it's the main guy, the assassin, or the Hitman 47.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to kill, I think, Siler and the girl with the daughter, right? And he's just walking in a subway, perfect line of sight to them, right? And maybe he's an assassin, he's a hitman, he's supposed to be fucking good. He pulls his baller out, which is his pistol, fires maybe like 5 or 6 bullets, doesn't hit them. I'm like,
you're like, okay.
He's supposed to be the best hitman ever, and he can't hit an unblocked line of sight shot, and he misses. Like, was he got Stormtrooper aim? It was so fucking. I've never seen the film, but I just seen the trailer. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking trash. The actual one called Hitman's a good one. The Max Payne film's pretty good. I like it.
Okay. I mean, there are a couple video game ones I need to go back there, and comic book movies I need to go see too.
Max Payne was the one with Mark Wahlberg. Isn't that there was a remember saying about the Uncharted one?
Ugh.
There was one that was Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
That was on YouTube. I've not seen it. Apparently, it's really fucking good.
There's a lot of good fan-made stuff out there on YouTube that fools a lot of people too.
I could see Nathan Fillion though be Nathan Drake.
Oh yeah.
It's so weird.
I would see that too.
Yeah, Manly Curtis. Yeah, what was the name again? What was it, Maya? No, what was the one? Fuck, I played all 3 of them. The first 2 were my favorite. I hated the baby screaming fucking hallucination one and one. I hate that.
That's the worst. I always had to mute my computer for that.
The maze as well. So fucking annoying.
You get to that spot and you just hear all the fucking crying. You're like, nope, I'm muting
Granted,
this shit.
I did play with cheat codes for like Max Painkillers and all web
bullet time?
and I love slow mo bullet time because bullet time's fucking amazing.
Oh, bullet time's so much fun.
Yeah. So Max Payne, they did slow mo in that film really well.
Oh, nice. That's a hard thing to kind of capture.
The Tomb Raider films weren't bad. They were alright for the time. They've dated horribly. Daniel Craig was in it before he was Bond, which is funny.
Right.
You guys see Daniel Craig in it.
He's a really good Bond. I don't know who's going to be Bond next.
I'm hoping it's either going to be.
Come on.
I think it's tipped to be Idris Elba.
Ooh, that would be really good. I would not mind that at all.
I would love that.
I mean, there's a lot of Bond enthusiasts who'd be like, no, it can't be him. I would be like, why not? Bond's a code name, man.
It is, exactly.
It doesn't matter who plays James Bond. It's the code name, and it's about how the action goes out.
It's not going to be a woman. No, it won't be. They've already said it's not.
No, you just change your money penny. I heard Tom Hardy was another rumor, and that's fine.
Tom Hardy, I would.
He's not a Brit.
Was it Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
But see, the problem with Tom Hardy though is that he's Bane. Not Bane. Sorry, he's not Bane. Well, he's also Bane.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Venom.
Is Venom, but he's got the next Venom coming out because Venom. It's Venom Absolute Carnage or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is Woody Harrelson. Is going to play Carnage.
Be so good.
Yeah, and it's also going to have. I believe there's rumors floating around that Tom Holland may be starring it as a cameo at the end. They're going to tie them together everyone wants like Venom to become in Spider-Man, because Venom has always you like Spider-Man baddies, you think Kingpin, Vulture, Rhino, Venom.
Right.
You always think of Venom.
You always got Green Goblin and Hobgoblin.
Goblin's out, yep.
Doc Ock.
Doc Ock is another one, yep. You've also got Scorpion.
Right?
And there was one of them, and Mysterio, of course, Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio, of course.
That was very well done. I like that film. That next one, by the way, is gonna be fucking amazing. Because and also I loved how they got JJJ, and it's the guy. It was like, yes, you can't have JJJ and not him. You gotta have him as JJJ.
Right.
It was brilliant, and then obviously Peter has now been found out because it's been leaked. So that's pretty good.
Shocker's another one. That was a weird pick for.
It was a good time. What was it? Electro was another one. Jimmy Fox character.
Right.
And it's what else was there? So yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be that.
I like it when they start crossing over stuff. Bringing stuff because Venom's out here in the West Coast, and then all of a sudden, at least in the comic books, Spider-Man comes out here to investigate something.
My issue with Venom, and I remember Venom back when I had the Amazing Spider-Man TV show.
Yeah.
And Venom was always Eddie Brock, right? Eddie Brock was Venom.
Of course.
But the difference between Eddie Brock and Peter was Eddie Brock was bigger, as in more muscled than Peter, which made sense when the symbiote bonded with Eddie, made him stronger.
Right.
Which is why Eddie was just stronger, or Venom was stronger than Spider-Man. That was the point.
Yeah.
When Spider-Man 3, did you see Spider-Man 3's Venom was shit?
Yeah, it was Topher Grace.
What was that?
Topher Grace. I mean, I like Topher, but it was like, no, this is not right. Like,
yeah.
He's got to
also,
be big.
he wasn't buff. Venom wasn't buff. He was like skinny as fuck.
Right.
And also, another point I hate about Venom is in that one, the symbiote never spoke to Eddie. The symbiote always spoke to Eddie. That was the fucking point. And also, here's the kicker that really, really pissed me off. Why did the Venom symbiote make Eddie Brock have sharp teeth?
I have no idea, right? Like, they filed it down for him? I don't know.
I don't know, because it made Eddie Brock have sharp teeth when the symbiote was on him. But no, the symbiote doesn't change Eddie's physiology.
No.
It just projects from him. Because that's why when I seen the Venom film and it was Tom Hardy, I'm like, oh, this is going to be fucking good because he was Bane.
Right.
It was going to be good. And then when he was mask,
and he played it so well. He played Eddie so well too.
Yeah, he played it. Because I've seen Taboo, which is a great British TV show, by the way. If you want to go and watch Tom Hardy,
that's a good one.
Amazing. And then I seen Bane, really good in Bane, and to see him.
Maybe put in the Flash Thompson Venom into the game. That's an interesting.
I think it's going to be Eddie Brock. It's got to be Eddie Brock. I don't
Venom.
think it's going to be Flash Thompson.
I like that version of Venom actually. He starts.
I think the mainstream bit. I think they're going to tie in though. They're going to tie in. I think they're going to tie in the Eddie Brock with the Spider-Man franchise in the game, so then they're going to nod it towards the new one. Because the thing is, well, like in the Venom scene where Eddie gets all the SWAT team point at him, and they're like, and they all shout mask, and they all kept copying, puts this thing on. He's like, you really don't want to do this. And I went, put your hands up, all right, mask, and then Venom goes copy and just forms the Venom over him.
Over the mask,
like,
yeah.
And then you see him get taller and fucking bigger. And Buffer like, yes, that's Venom.
Wrecking everything. I mean, that's the Venom I want to see in movies anytime too.
And it was like Venom spoke. He had his own voice. He spoke to Eddie in his head.
Yeah, that was an important thing to me for the new one too.
And I loved though how they got the thing where when Eddie told Venom you can't eat human brains, right? In the comics, Venom satiated that with tater tots and chocolate. That's what it was. The stuff in it and whatever that's food.
Yeah.
Satiated Venom, the symbiote. And then when Venom's like, what do you want to eat? Can we eat something? Like, food, what do you want? Tater tots, chocolate.
Exactly.
Because that was another comics. Like, that's fucking great.
I mean, I need those callbacks. As a big old comic fanboy, I need those, kind of little callbacks, little spots and Easter eggs.
If you think about it, with Eddie Brock or Tom Hardy and Tom Holland, it looked perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna look real good.
Because Tom Hardy's bigger and buffer than Tom Holland, so it fits with their Venom and Spider-Man. Apparently the third Spider-Man is going to have all of them in it. It's going to have the Tobey Maguire, the Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland for some reason.
Yeah, just like Red Animator just said, it's going to be like Into the Spider-Verse, which I'm fine with. That was a great movie. Into the Spider-Verse was amazing. So if they can pull it live action, I'm fine with that. I
want to know how they're going to do it though, because
Sony has rights to all the characters.
It's a Dr. Octopus in
I don't know.
We haven't had a Doc Ock, by the way, in Tom Holland Spider-Man yet, have we?
No.
Yeah, but I mean bigger. To
Hardy's only an inch taller than Holland. Well, they'll manipulate that.
No. What I mean is though is like when I mean bigger is in muscle wise. Like Tom Hardy's just buffer than Tom Holland, and Eddie Brock was buffer than
Peter Parker.
So that was the kind of thing. Because if you look at the animated Amazing Spider-Man, Eddie Brock was buffer than Peter Parker.
The Doctor Strange plot line is how they're pulling all that stuff together. Then
what the fuck is that? Is it magic?
Well, no, he pulled in all the other timelines and brought people back.
From, didn't he?
In game, so that's where they're gonna come pull from. It's a good call. That's a good call. But no, I'm excited to watch more of the Marvel next phase. That's for sure.
Into the Spider-Verse is a great film, by the way.
Yeah, watch that one if you haven't caught it. It's really, really good. Really well done. And stay till the end credits. The end credits is hilarious. It made me damn near piss myself.
Because there's so many good films coming out recently. Like you also got Jurassic World is coming out with Extinction, the next one.
Right.
But I'm wondering how they're gonna do Iron Man, because the next Avengers film, or the next, the film after Avengers Endgame was Spider-Man: Homecoming. So that's been the only one right now that has gone after the events of Endgame.
Right.
So we haven't got a Thor, we haven't got Doctor Strange yet, we haven't got Black Panther.
Nobody's rebooted or came back or did anything like that yet. So they're
gonna have to change Black Panther. I'm not sure how they're gonna do that. I think they've had to completely redo the scripts from Black Panther, I believe, because obviously
that's probably gonna get
Well, see, the thing is, Reanimator, is that in the comics, Tony Stark was brought back quite a few times. He was brought back as an AI in the suit.
Yeah.
So he was like a ghost projection, but he was still Tony, which is in a suit.
And that'd be fun too. That'd be a fine way to do it. I mean, you still have Robert Downey Jr. floating around.
Well, see, what we heard at the end of Endgame was just the banging on the on the metal, like he did when he was in the cave. So that would imply there's not a Tony out there. Now, this could be another, as Bingy said, another one of the Doctor Strange universes that have been pulled into this one.
Yeah.
Or it could be that what they're going to do is they're going to go back in time, pull Tony from there to bring him to the future.
That'd be interesting.
To always have an Iron Man, because right now there is no Iron Man. War Machine
would be around. War Machine's awesome.
He is. Really good cast swap they did, because he's just such a better.
I mean, no shade though to Cuba Gooding Jr. and all.
He's good, but he did do as well as
didn't fit the role. Didn't fit the role. So.
I mean, yeah, because Tom Holland wants to play them, and it's going to be, how long has it been since Tobey Maguire has played a Spider-Man? Fuck.
Years.
What was?
Fuck, shit.
It's been a decade.
Decade.
Maybe.
Easy. Has to be.
Andrew Garfield was alright, but I think the problem with Andrew Garfield was he was too whiny, I felt.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
He disinterested me. He was too much of this, like, He just whined
I'm
a lot.
not.
I was like, what?
I'm
No.
not too sure of it played.
And I
Armor
passed.
3 was 07. Damn, 13 years since fucking Peter, since Tobey Maguire's played Spider-Man. Was not expecting 13 years. 14 years now, sorry,
Wow.
my bad. Fucking,
That's
it's
rough.
still 14 fucking years. Jesus Christ.
We'll see if he
I mean,
can
I would
fit in the
say-
suit.
Tom Holland has probably been the better of the 3 Spider-Mans.
Oh, for sure. Tom
100%.
Holland has played Peter Parker the best.
And the fact that this Spider-Man is now in the MCU because the other two weren't. He was
Right.
just by himself. They're now in the MCU. Which is why people are screaming for Venom to come into the MCU because it has to happen. And I believe, from what I was hearing, Sony has allowed Venom to become part of the MCU because the thing was, it was Sony that owned Venom.
Right.
But it's just they hadn't allowed they weren't allowing Venom to be part of the MCU. But if they are now,
Oh, you think
we
Tobey
could
was
have
the
a-
best Spidey? I mean, that's fair.
Well, the thing-
He might have been the best
the thing-
Peter. I can agree with that.
the thing as well though is that Tobey Maguire was in college, or was it university? I think it was university, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Which is
so
a perfect
the-
older Spider-Man portrayal, right? Still
Yeah. So the
wisecracking,
Tom
still
Holland
kind
was in
of.
high school.
Yeah, so he's the younger version.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They might switch him out again down the road.
I don't know who would play it. I think Tom Holland's gonna be in Spider-Man for a while.
Oh yeah. My favorite part
Yeah,
about
but I
the Raimi universe is Bruce Campbell showing up.
Oh
randomly.
yeah, he was in all of them. As
He's
well.
in all 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and what people are saying is that they're wondering if it's the same character, but he's getting fired from these
The
jobs or
same
some
dude
shit.
who gets fired from his jobs.
What was the first one? He was a waiter in that French restaurant, but he was
Right.
actually French.
It was hilarious.
What was it? The second one, he was a theater guy.
Yeah.
What was the
He's
third one?
usher.
I can't remember the third one. I blanked out my memory because it was so
Oh.
fucking bad. Venom. Does anyone remember what he was
Yeah.
for the third one?
Was he in the club? Oh, I gotta remember that one.
Oh god, what was?
Maybe Chad can help us out. So we
Oh
can wrap
fuck,
this
that's
up.
right. Tom Holland's doing Uncharted. I forgot that. That's what it was. Yeah, Tom Holland's doing fucking what do you call it? Is doing Uncharted. I forgot. I knew there was something I was thinking. But yeah, does anyone remember what Bruce Campbell's appearance was in Spider-Man 3? As in the Tobey Maguire one, because I can't fucking remember.
Was he a driver?
I don't know. He was an usher in 3 and 2.
Yeah. I think he was.
It's
he,
like-
he was like the limo
Like-
driver or something. In the third
Was
one.
he? I'm trying to see if chat might remember, because people in here have seen the film, so they might remember.
I really
Because
think
I
so.
blanked that out of my memory. I'll never watch that one again.
Because it
I
was
can't.
during the really cringy, like he just got the symbiote
Oh
showed
no,
up, and then
fucking dance.
he's doing the
Remind me.
dancing
Someone
down the
actually-
street, and it hurt my brain so bad. I mean,
Someone
that's mental
actually-
scarring.
Someone did that scene, took the music out, and it's just weird as fuck. Because also the music's just going on, right? It's not actually there, so they took the
Yeah.
music out to see what everyone else would see it
It's
as.
weird as shit.
It's just weird.
In 3, he was the waiter. In the first one, he was the ring announcer. Okay, that's the one we messed up.
No, I thought the first one he was where?
No, right.
Was he?
He's
Wait,
like, get in there, kid, because he had the fucking terrible name. And then he switched the name on Peter.
What, was he the ring announcer in the first one?
Because
I swear he was Rachel D. Because I thought he was going to go marry Sarah Jane.
Yeah, no, Chat's right. Chat.
Was that the third one?
Yeah.
Fuck, see, I fucking...
See?
Only, the only good part I remember that is Bruce Campbell, and then the shit one I remembered is fucking Venom. That's all I remember in the fucking thing.
Fucking...
Also, they've literally made it where after the Peter was the first Spider-Man, or the only Spider-Man to have it web shooter, like web inside him. Other than that, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland have like web shooters, like
Yeah.
the TV show.
The
went
web
back
shooters
to
are the right way to go.
They went back to basic with the TV show one, with the
Well,
capsules
it's
and stuff.
It's the comic book one too.
Yeah,
It's all capsules.
because
and
no one,
he could make
capsules,
it
the web
that way.
capsules. He would fling them sometimes as making like little bombs and stuff.
Yeah.
So And I just love in the film, in the first film, there's like Peter mixing the web fluid in his drawer in chemistry. It's getting really, really bad, just shuts the drawer. I mean, the fucking web, fuck off with the web glams, piss off. It was so weird. The amount of memes I heard about that's like, oh, what happens if he shoots his load and Sarah Jane? And Mary Jane, is he just fucking, you know, like, oh my god, bad.
Who knows?
Saying that though, I loved the way they made Mary Jane in 3. Sorry, in the Tom Holland one was being that chick. I can't remember her name, but you know the black chick. She was amazing. Loved her. I loved her. She's fucking great. She's just such an anti Mary Jane. It's amazing. You know. Was it Zendaya? Was it Zendaya? Yeah. Chat knows what I'm talking about. It's such a good one. I love that one because.
I'm perfectly fine with changes like that. It doesn't bug me, man. It's like, oh, okay, that's different.
Remember the one in Homecoming when he's had that little heart-to-heart with Michael, with Vulture, right?
Yeah.
He's walking into the prom, right? And Mary Jane's actually like, "Oh, wave!" and there's just tons of finger on him. Like, what Mary Jane would do that? Apart from this one, this is a great Mary Jane. And Homecoming was such a good one because it had Batman in it.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton. The fucking Batman.
That was a good one.
There's like, I think we talked to us on Discord. There's been like a couple of them that have been in DC and Marvel now. And it was Michael Keaton, who's now Batman and the Vulture. Tom Hardy, who's Bane and Venom.
Yeah. I don't mind a superhero crossover for actors.
I don't think it's great. I mean, Michael Keaton is amazing as a great actor. He's not really aged. If you look at him in Batman Forever, Batman Returns, if you look at him there to now, he's not really aged. He's just got more lines in his face.
Yeah, he's got a few more lines, and his hair is a little more gray, but hey, a little bit grayer, yeah. Right?
But he's a winged person. That's the cool thing about it. He was a Batman, now he's a Vulture. That's fucking cool. No, it's the Man of Gout. Oh, it's not the Man of Lard, Man of Gout.
I think it's about time we start wrapping this one up.
I forgot Blade. Wrestling Blade.
And have a bunch of fun. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds did all of those. Yeah, Deadpool. I can't wait for another Deadpool. So.
Hey, make sure the silver suit's not green or animated.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's great. The next Deadpool's gonna be amazing. They
They
need to bring in. Look, someone make this happen because we've seen things. Sorry.
No, finish. This is your victory lap, my friend. Go for it before we wrap up the stream.
There's these things where Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman have done these stuff together, and they're constantly like a rivalry going on, just obviously for fun. But
yeah, Ryan Reynolds was in the same Blade movie as HHH. As call him.
And I'm sorry, but they need to make Deadpool meet with Wolverine. Fucking make it happen.
Oh yeah, like
it's gotta be what you call it? Hugh Jackman. It has to be, because those two have been around together doing these commercials for like their different booze and stuff.
Right.
For ages. Talking smack to each other. There's one for Christmas, they were like still talking smack about each other, with each other and that stuff. It's funny as fuck. It has to happen because, as we know, Deadpool and Wolverine have this love-hate relationship. You know, Deadpool loves Wolverine, Wolverine hates Deadpool, and it cannot be anyone else. It has to be those two.
It would be hilarious.
So it needs to happen. Yeah, it's going to be fucking great. The Deadpool films are amazing.
I can't wait for the next one. They've been great.
What was it? Was it TJ? What's his guy's name? TJ Miller is fucking amazing in the films, though. Of
course, yeah. TJ Miller's just crushing it.
Cable was great. Oh my god, the fucking character. I didn't click for me for ages that Cable was also Thanos, and I was like, oh, that's why Deadpool goes zip it Thanos.
Yeah, exactly.
The line, because fucking Thanos. Duh. Yeah. Oh my god, I never watched this film. I did not realize that. Oh.
Well, thank you for joining me, buddy. I appreciate it. I think we had a good time with chat, hanging out, having a good time. You know.
Yeah, but that's not the same That's not the same way. Even fucking Deadpool took the piss take out of that and did a thing when he shot himself in the head. And it's like, hey, it's me, just clean up the timeline.
Yeah.
Love you. It's like, you know, that's not weird. That's some weird abomination of Deadpool.
Destroy that one. That one hurt my feelings. I almost walked out of the movie for that shit. I
love the part where he shot himself in the head. Like, Green Lantern, headshot. You're welcome, Canada. He just walked off. Oh, it's great. Oh my god. He shits on himself so much, so it's great. But yeah, it needs to happen. Like, legit Deadpool, not the fucking whatever the fuck that was.
I'm sure it'll happen. Hopefully before the next time you and I have our next stream together.
Probably because the people are busy. So
well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us this morning. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe out there, guys. You know, and I'll see you later on. I don't know if I'm restreaming tonight. Look out on Twitter for that. So we'll jump.
I think you're gonna. Because you're doing the Assassin's Creed one, right? I think no one else is doing it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to or not. It's a flip of a coin. I think I might want to.
It's always fun though when you do it.
I know, but maybe I just want to chill and play some Destiny. I got a busy day coming on Sunday, so.
Oh, it's a raid day.
Oh, it's a rainy day. I got to spend some money.
Oh, is it rainy day? Because I thought we were good. It's like a raid day.
No, not yet. I'm almost at a raid level. I'm real close. I'll get there probably today if I play any Destiny. Still.
Yeah, I can't play anymore. I don't have patience for it.
I hear that, man. Well, thank you for joining us for this stream, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe.
Bye.